Hello.
Hello.
Hello. That's kind of worked. Did it?
Almost.
We practiced for hours, and that's the best we could come up with.
You missed your cue, Crash.
Mark missed his cue. I'm the freaking tenor here. I'm the one who gets
Mark,
the highest
if anybody.
I'm the baritone. I am the baritone or the bass. Like
I should have been the bass.
I should be in Crash's spot.
6 hours of practice and rehearsal, and that's what we came up with.
And this is what breaks up the band.
All right, we're canceled.
The first notes of this first song.
Hello.
Our behind the music is really gonna suck.
It is.
Welcome everyone to Rock Coliseum 5. It's been a while. We've missed you.
Yeah.
It's so good to actually do this again, and we're thankful for you all being here as people start to file in. We already saw there's a lot of people. I'll just do this right now. All super chats will be answered one way or another. We will go through as fast as possible, reasonably, in the second hour. We'll get to the rules in a second. First, let's do some introductions. First, who is this skinny individual that is definitely not Crash Thompson? Because there's someone sitting in his seat.
I'm Crash's unknown unto now twin brother, Rash Thompson.
Rash.
Why would you call yourself
Thompson.
Rash?
Why would I call myself Rash? I don't know. I had Battletoads on the mind for some reason. Okay, that's my fault.
My girlfriend
Hey, guys.
calls me Rash.
Oh no.
That's
Why does she call you that?
Oh, that's not. Ugh.
You don't want that tattooed on you.
Oh. Well, hey guys, I'm Crash Thompson. You've seen me here before. I was probably a little bit lighter. I have lost since the last time we did this. I've lost between 55, 60 pounds.
Yeah.
Doing this. Yeah.
Good for
It's
you.
We
going
just
fast.
saw him
Yeah.
2 months ago at Sonic Temple.
Two months ago at
right
Sonic
here.
Temple. Yeah.
We
2 months
saw
ago
him
at Sonic
here.
Temple. I was at 330 when we got together at Sonic Temple. I'm now at around 274, 275. So
Nice.
yeah, if I look different, it's because I've been working at it. But
It shows.
yeah, guys, it is still me. It is still my goofy ass. I will still probably do some horrible impression before the night is over.
Oh, I don't do impressions anymore.
Okay, Mark, please go ahead and tell everyone who you are up in the Northern Lands.
Well, up in the northern land, although not that far north, this part of Canada is actually further south than parts of the U.S. But whatever. My name is Mark. I'm the host of Spectrum Pulse, talking about music, movies, art, and culture. Currently, I got my second channel where I got Billboard Breakdown, do all my various chicanery that's going on there. The charts are actually busy right now because of Old Town Road chasing the record. But I also do album reviews, my regular Resonator series. At this point, I think you've seen all of us multiple times. You know who we are. And around the horn is
John.
Oh, that would be me. And kind of like Mark said, you know who it is. The gang's all back in town. The boys are back. It's John from ARTV. You know what it is. You know what I do. If not, then stick around to the end because I'll tell you what I've got coming up at the end of the stream.
Very nice. And you're watching Rocks. My name's Luke. You probably already know this channel anyway. Thank you guys for introducing yourselves. This is the Rock Coliseum. Technically the 6th round, but we're calling it Rock Coliseum 5 because we're changing the rules a little bit. As for the instructions of Rock Coliseum for all the new people that have joined us here, we already have 139 in the chat room so far, just starting off in 4 minutes.
Thank you, guys.
Pretty good.
Very nice.
Thank you all for joining us. Rock Coliseum is where someone suggests a band, artist, and this time band versus band or album, and we give the thumbs up or thumbs down collectively. Discuss why that band or artist or whatever gets a thumbs up or thumbs down, and then we give them a painful and sometimes hilarious death if they get the thumbs down. This is a group discussion just for us to give our points across and things like that. We take your suggestions in the first hour and see what everyone has to say about those. It's a free-for-all at that point. The second hour is for super chats. We will get through as many as possible and and give enough time to be fair. If we don't cover the super chats that you posted in this 2-hour block, then we will do it on a long Excel sheet form and then post all those up to date later. I know that was a big, long mouthful, but it's going to be a lot easier to go on. But just to reiterate, this will be a special Rock Coliseum rules from now forward, so you can actually post an artist, a band, an album if you want to see what our opinion is. You can do band versus band. You can do a certain time frame of a band. Say you want to only talk about the first 2 albums of Maroon 5 or something like that. You can even do album versus album if you want to get wild and crazy on your Wednesday nights. So, is everything else good? And anyone else have anything they want to say for explanations to help clarify this, or should we just jump right into the pit because we're?
I think we do have to
there.
recommend that we do want to keep this to rock.
Yes.
Rock, metal, alternative, indie's
right,
fine.
Alternative
But in
world,
the first
not-
hour,
Yeah.
we do want to keep this somewhat on more broad scale. You don't want to act. If someone suggests Zachy and the Zactones, not all of us are going to know who that is, and we're not going to have much of a discussion.
Although, for as much as you've been bringing them, I think they've got an EP coming.
Oh,
But basically what we're saying is that don't waste your money saying Lil Wayne versus Billie Eilish, because that's not going to get answered or
Yeah,
covered
Exactly.
in
We're
the
going
rock
to shrug our
policy.
shoulders and go,
Like-
Yeah.
You say that,
yeah,
I have
me and-
opinions on that one.
Yeah, I know we would have
I know.
opinions on it, Mark,
We
but this is
would.
the rock
like
policy.
me and Luke are out of luck with that one.
Yeah.
Mark and I would just have an intense debate, I guess.
Yeah. Because
So
you're
we'll
going
save
with
that
Billie
for the
Eilish,
second
right?
hour if that's what you want to do, though. However, this is the Rock Coliseum. Rock, metal, alternative, indie, punk, ska, whatever in those realms, go for it. So
Right, and I
that-
just wanted to
Yep.
float this out. I wanted to
Good.
float this out there. I think if I saw this on a live stream the other day, if you have a YouTube like Red or YouTube Premium account, I think you can send a $1.99 super chat, and it won't charge you. Don't Google it, look it up first. But I was watching a live stream of someone the other day, and they said that, and then a ton of people did it, and it worked. So
Oh,
use
really?
the system
Yep.
you're paying for, if that's true.
I
Actually
mean,
take
you may
advantage
as
of that.
well.
Yeah.
Yep.
You
Look
will
back-
actually get something out of it.
yeah, you will
know?
get something in return for that. So look into that, guys, if you have YouTube Premium.
And before we start, this is the cheesiest thing I do. There's a wrestling channel called Cultaholic that does this on their live streams, and it works greatly. Right now, before we start, everyone hit the like button on this video. This is called a like spike.
Yes.
If you do this
Yes.
on a live stream video, that triggers YouTube to show, oh crap, this is a live stream that people are actually enjoying, and they'll pump that
Right.
up more in algorithms. So please click on that like button. That would help out a ton.
Trust me, guys, it works. On the episodes of our videos that I ask for likes on, YouTube actually puts those in recommended a lot of times. So it greatly help us out.
It's just one
Interesting.
click. Hopefully we make up for it. Hopefully you have a good time here. I'm sure we'll have some wild, crazy stuff. We already got some super chats in, and some of them are already ridiculous.
And we're already over 100 likes.
Drop
so
the
you
like bomb,
Awesome,
guys. Drop
Thank
that
you
like
so
bomb.
much.
I see-
Bomb that
I
like
remind you
button.
guys,
Line up.
you guys already delivered. That is huge. Thank you so much. Okay, we have, as of now on my slow readout, because it has a little thing, 183 people in the chat room.
I
Tell
got
your
199.
friends-
I got 200. It just hit 200 on
There
my
we go.
end.
It just popped
Same
up on
here,
mine too.
same here.
Everyone, tell your friends, share this out. This is going to be ridiculous, but it's always a good time. And with that being said, please submit your suggestions now in the chat room for us to discuss.
Alrighty.
As we wait a second.
Oh, bracing for impact, guys. It's been a while.
I'm waiting on the cycle.
Y'all,
my chat
hope
is-
you're not rusty.
My chat has popped out, so I'm ready to go.
Okay.
And
Whew, it's moving
bam,
fast.
stop. Okay, you know what? That is the perfect one to start with.
Okay.
Okay.
You two.
Oh. Okay.
Ah.
Okay.
That's
Okay,
a good
I'm
one
down.
to start with, I think.
Good
Okay?
one. Good
Everyone
one. I
have an
agree.
opinion?
Yep.
Sure.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, on three. 1, 2, 3.
Boom.
Yeah, I was thinking that would be
Big.
unanimous.
Big thumbs up.
Yeah.
Does anyone want to go first?
I'm probably the least experienced, so I guess I will go first because
for it.
I haven't
Okay.
listened to every single U2 album. I've heard all of the classics, of course, and Joshua Tree, and I've heard No Line on the Horizon and some of the less favorable albums. But obviously, overall, I mean, it's U2. I mean, it's hard to say a ton that you probably don't already know, and why, because of Bono, The Edge, everybody. The early stuff. So much of it still holds up like super well, stuff that I come back to consistently, and I know many others do too. Later years, Songs of Innocence and Experience, I could give or take. No Line on the Horizon, How to Dismantle an Atomic Bomb. They have songs on it that I like, but overall, obviously, way more than enough to get a thumbs up.
Okay, perfect. Mark, what do you think about U2, if you can talk about it?
U2 is one of those bands I actually have some controversial opinions on. For one, I saw this when you were talking with Todd the other day, saying October Sky was a significant downgrade.
October. See, I only say that in terms of reception because October has some choice cuts.
October is pretty damn good. I wouldn't put it in upper tier U2, but I like it more than Zootopia or Pop or No Line in the Fucking Horizon.
Ugh, that album.
You meant Zootopia, but I forgive
That's
you.
enough for me.
Yeah. My opinion, I'm an 80s U2 fan. I don't like Achtung Baby. I've said this before because I think that album is tremendously overhyped and coasting on irony when it didn't need to. The new stuff I don't care about. But I will say, if you have a chance to see U2 live, see them. They're legit excellent. And, and if you I caught them on the Joshua Tree tour, which was basically they played a bunch of the great hits from War. Then they went in and played all of the Joshua Tree, and then played a couple of the hits in the end.
That's awesome.
That was fantastic.
Beautiful.
Best way to see them.
Crash.
Very
U2, why did they get the thumbs up?
I have a huge, long history with U2 because I went to Christian school. So no, like that, like everybody, and like I grew up with that band. They were a huge influence, basically to everybody. Everybody I knew loved the hell out of that band. And you know what? It's legit. The influence those guys have had, and just the level of musicianship from Bono is an absolutely excellent singer. Edge's guitar style is weird and minimalistic, but it is very, very just absolutely choice. And again, some of the albums these guys have released are rock history. They're bedrock. Joshua Tree, Achtung Baby, All That You Can't Leave Behind. I'll even throw a stick out there for my favorite U2 album, which is a weird one, How to Dismantle an Atomic Bomb.
Really?
I know. If we had more time, I could go into it. Trust me. But
I like it. No. I didn't know that was your favorite, but okay.
Oh yeah. Just don't even get me started on it.
It was the iPod commercials, wasn't it, Crash?
Yeah. It was. It's all the marketing. It's not even the music. It's all the marketing. Thanks, Steve Jobs.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, U2, classic band, cannot.
Awesome. For me, Joshua Tree alone is enough to solidify a thumbs up for me. I have not loved everything that I already ripped apart Pop. However, there's so much more good in this. And even just some of the select songs that you take from things like Joshua Tree, All That You Can't Leave Behind, those are so timeless. U2 has an ability to write songs like that. It's not even just hooks or lyric lines. They have melodies and full songs that stick with you forever. And I've always appreciated that. Is Bono...
It's a feeling.
Yeah, exactly. Bono and The Edge are two extremely creative and versatile songwriters. And if it wasn't for along the lines of working with Apple to make sure we received their album in our computer like a glass of milk in the fridge that we weren't expecting, I would have them a little higher praise, but at the same time, still love you too.
Yeah, see, and the thing with that is, too, like, that is actually a decent album. Songs of Innocence is okay. It's a decent album, but just the way they fucking 1984'd it on everyone.
Did. They are.
Yeah.
Okay. But you know what? They still get a thumbs up.
And one quick thing, I saw someone in the chat ask me specifically to talk about Zooropa. I'll say this, Zooropa's underrated, big time. Band.
Okay. I don't think it's bad.
Hate me. Groan all you want. I stick by my terrible opinion.
I lost 60 pounds. Hate me all you want.
Hate me because you ain't me.
All right. See, that was the perfect start.
Swag.
Thank you so much. Thank you in the chat room for
that
giving
was
us a good
great
one. Thank
Great
you.
suggestion.
See,
It's
I'm
better
in a
than
good
some of the other
mood.
albums I've seen going through.
I'm in a much better mood now. I was worried. I'm always worried about the first one.
I feel like the second one's just gonna be really weird.
I know. The first one time was Creed, and I was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Wasn't the first one Puddle of Mud one time too?
Yeah,
That wasn't the
I
first
believe
one,
it
but
was.
it was on the same one, I think, or something. It was like, okay,
boy.
let's look at suggestions. And
Wheel.
okay, pop it out and stop.
Uh-oh.
See?
Oh, no, he's laughing. He's
I knew it.
laughing. What do you got, man?
Gentlemen,
Lay it on us.
do me a favor. Just take your thumbs and put them like this for me really quick. Just
Oh,
it.
sure
Trust
thing.
me. Just trust me on
Oh.
this. Kid
Okay.
Rock.
Oh yeah.
Who suggested that? Shame on you! Shame on you!
Why?
Oh, I see a flirtatious
float.
thumb over there.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, Mark.
I've
why
been
don't
Are
you
you
go
a-
first?
Were you born in Michigan, Mark?
I was born south of Michigan in Windsor, so
That's why.
So
That's
okay,
why.
here's the thing with Kid Rock. I don't hate Kid Rock. He is a brang, obnoxious asshole. But he never puts on airs that he's anything more than that, which I have always kind of respected out of him. It's not like a Scott Stapp situation where it's just intolerable because there is a level of disingenuous hypocrisy with that. Kid Rock, you know exactly what you're going to get. A lot of his brang rap rock, it's obnoxious, it's in your face, it's really badly produced.
Oh, God,
But when he pivots to more of the countryside or like the country rock side, it ain't terrible. It's
like All Summer Long type of stuff.
I like All Summer Long.
That song's okay. I'll give you that.
That song's okay. Like it's a bastardized mashup of what it's trying to do, but he's got a weird way around hooks to make it work. I can't hate Kid Rock nearly as much as a lot of people do. That's all I'm saying.
I ignore his existence, I think, is the best way to sum it up for me. I've never reviewed a Kid Rock album, so I definitely don't hate him like I think a lot of people do, but still.
Yeah, same here.
But still a thumbs down. Still a thumbs down for me.
Yeah.
I have reviewed a Kid Rock album, and that really opened my eyes when I had to do the research on some of that.
Which one?
Double Without a Cause for Regretting the Past.
Oh, yeah.
I saw that episode.
Okay. Yeah.
So-
I thought you meant a current one.
No. So, just there's so much about him that is so factory produced that, like, going back into his time frame, that he's not only done trend hopping, he has cashed in on so many other artists and musicians' work over the years to put his name on top of. Later years as they've gone on, when he's tried to do the more countryside of things, where he's trying to make his own stuff, I at least get. But what brought him to the table was his terrible performance, writing, and ability with a background band that's not that great, and him being just as obnoxious and foul as possible over Metallica.
But that was the late 90s.
Yes,
Oh,
but but he was the king of that. He was the king of drunk mom rock. All those wasted moms at Applebee's were throwing their underwear around at Kid Rock's Ball Went to Ball and Cowboy, and he's to blame. So putting all his personal stuff aside, his politics aside, his weird "I'm from Michigan, but I'm going to wave the Confederate flag around"
Yeah,
stuff.
that is weird.
Yeah, especially speaking as a
beyond weird. I still say,
damn it.
just on his music side, I still say thumbs down. Crash?
Yeah.
Honestly, Luke, you kind of said it. You kind of said already everything I got to say. All I got to say about this is Kid Rock isn't good. Metallica is good, and Kid Rock samples them. Warren Zevon, Werewolves of London is good, and he just samples it. And his rhymes are so terrible. His lyrics are just freaking just no, just hard no on Kid Rock. Though I will actually throw this just as kind of an embarrassment. One of the first albums I bought in high school, mind, was actually Devil Without a Cause.
I don't mind that at all. I said that in Regretting the Past too, because so many people didn't know what to expect. It's like Crazy Town.
See, okay, yeah.
You know, how would you know? We didn't have the internet back then.
Yeah, exactly. All I heard from that album was Ball with the Ball, and I was like, oh, okay, that's got a slam to it, and then just. Oh, and okay, but if you want to hear some really bad Kid Rock stuff, I mean, say whatever you want to about the country Southern fried stuff he's putting out now or whatnot. Dig up his earlier rap hip hop albums, his pure hip hop stuff, like Bizkit, Grits and Gravy or whatever that one is. Oh.
Also, look up and not only listen to the song, but watch the video for Welcome to the Party. I swear it is hilariously bad.
Ooh, see, I haven't done that.
No,
I totally have to put that aside.
So
you know, I will say the one thing in Kid Rock's defense, though, he kind of reminds me of Flo Rida in that he's got an ability. To find hooks. He's got an ability to find and manufacture hooks out of people's stuff that you wouldn't otherwise expect. This should work, and more often than not, it kind of does in a palatable package, even if all of his rhymes are completely forgettable and really a lot worse when you look into them.
So is this a defense of Flo Rida's Whistle and Good Feeling?
No, Whistle's still bad. I cried.
Is there a song where Kid Rock and Flo Rida work together? And if so, did you just jinx us?
Neither
Flo
are
Rida versus
popular
Kid
anymore
Rock.
enough to do it. Like it's not going to matter.
However,
Florida
we now,
and Detroit.
yeah, I know. Let's
Florida.
move on past that. We have another
Okay,
decision
yeah.
to make. How does
Yes.
Kid Rock die in the Coliseum?
Ooh,
Mauled by
run over by a
deer.
speedboat in the middle of summer in Michigan.
He would want to be driving it, though.
Yeah.
Crash the speedboat into.
Yeah.
This guy, no, we crush him under a giant avalanche of all the good samples he's stolen from people.
But that means you're destroying all the good samples.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, touche.
I'm on the speedboat kick, I know, but okay, hear me out. Crashes a speedboat into a giant pile of beer and just explodes.
Yes.
And a
The
glorious...
cheap beer that he prides himself on selling at his
Yes.
concerts and keeps cheap
Yes.
to make sure
Like the
his
Bud
fans
Light
are
Lime.
happy.
The
Yeah. Oh, I'm talking more than
yeah.
that. I'm talking like the Coors Light Zero Cal.
Bush Light.
Oh,
Yeah, that natty ice.
Natty
That
Ice, yeah,
y'all.
that's it.
Yeah.
Just a giant... And fireworks thrown in the mix, too.
Yeah,
they just
of course,
all
for
ignite
him.
when the...
Yeah.
God, that's like a Kid Rock Viking funeral at this point. That's like
The Redneck Viking funeral.
the redneck Viking funeral, yeah.
It just sounds like one of his concerts to me.
See, the thing is, now we're framing this. This could be, well, it could be a blaze of glory for him.
Yeah,
He would
exactly.
probably
And I'm
love
All
that.
result-
He'd probably be...
It's the same result, though. He's gone. So,
Yeah.
you know what? They smile on his face. I died as I lived, and all that. Then that's fine.
Eh.
Okay, so we had one
Next
good
one.
one and one terrible one. Let's move over. For the love of God, it better be not be like that.
I don't remember us talking about Kid Rock before. That's a new one.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, I'm
that's what I
surprised he
thought,
hasn't
too.
come up sooner.
I am also. And
Yeah.
stop. Okay, so this is another one that we've not talked about that I do count in this. Matchbox 20.
Ah.
Interesting.
I'm sure we all have an opinion.
It's just Maxbox 20? They didn't give any other specifications there?
Matchbox 20.
Versus Rob Thomas solo.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm ready.
I have an opinion too. Okay.
I'm ready if you guys are.
You guys ready?
Yep.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
But like, Okay. It's an but it's more like an
2 up, 2 down. Okay, fair enough. Crash, why don't you go first? Because you were kind of on the fence a little bit about that.
Okay, see, here's my thing with Matchbox 20. Yourself or someone like you, just choice. Just that is... It's not an album that's aged perfectly well, but it is still an album that's got some damn good hooks on it. It's got some damn good songs on it. And, like, I don't know, especially if you're into that kind of late 90s, super early 2000s scene. I mean, Matchbox 20 was the place to go. They were hot shit for their day. And, you know, it's not like they weren't untalented, you know, like they could play decently. Rob Thomas is a very talented singer. But, like, they had that one album, and then just nothing else after that, for me at least, nothing else after that really lived up to their expectations, especially Mad Season, which Mad Season is such a disappointing album. If you listen to it right after Yourself or Someone Like You, it's like, ooh, you guys ran out of gas, didn't you? Ouch. Okay. I don't know, just my personal opinion, but they were a band... I will stick up for that. I think that was technically their second album, but Yourself or Someone Like You, I will stand up for that album, but there's not too much else in their catalog worth defending necessarily. I don't know. How do you guys feel?
Okay, Mark, you also gave a thumbs down.
For me, Matchbox 20 is one of those bands you either like them and you have some fond nostalgia for them, or you don't care about them. And for me, I don't care. I've gone back to the earlier albums. I think they're okay at best, but I will never listen to them. If I hear it, I will not seek it out. Of that era, I always technically liked Lifehouse more than Matchbox 20 in that era, which I know is kind of heresy.
No, I agree with that.
Kinda, but I feel
I don't mind Lifehouse.
I don't
But
either.
at the same time, I'm sitting there, and I know if Todd's watching, he'll have words to me about that. But at the same time, there's nothing that I get from Matchbox 20 that sticks. Like, I think a lot of the writing can get very petulant in weird spots. The production's not aged well. And again, they had one credible album, and then the rest, what else is there?
Yeah, see. Yeah.
Fair enough. John, well, you gave the thumbs up. Why do you think they get the thumbs up?
I'd stick up for them more as like more of like a singles band past the one great
That's-
album.
yeah.
I think that they deserved their lane in the mainstream. There was a spot for a band like that, especially at their time. And it's not that I'm not really nostalgic for them because I didn't know them until well into my high school years. So it's not like I was there when all of their better albums were coming out. In fact, they were already on hiatus, I think, by the time I really even listened to them outside of like one or two songs. And of course, Smooth featuring Rob Thomas.
Of course.
That blew up the
I don't know.
world.
I don't have it in my heart to dislike them. I mean, there's certain songs and
Look
then
at Rob
they put out
Thomas. Come on.
Yeah, I like Rob Thomas. I do. I think it's maybe more that than anything. I really like Rob Thomas's voice, and I liked that song from their comeback album after their hiatus. She's So Mean.
On North.
So
That was a good song.
yeah, I like She's So Mean. It's playful. It's fun. It's a good song. So yeah.
See, I'll go like number one. Yes, Yourself or Someone Like You. Fantastic. One of the highest selling albums of the 90s, and that's saying something too.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I think they had more positive songs out of Mad Season. Mad Season was nothing even close to Yourself or Someone Like You, but it still had some songs and deep cuts that were worth hearing. North had that also. More Than You Think You Are was, I think, the album after Mad Season that was like okay, we're done with this. However, there's so many more positives to Matchbox 20, and I think even if it really is a time capsule type band, it's a time capsule that makes you happy to listen to. And nostalgia is definitely a part of it, so you're never going to hear me bash Matchbox 20. And when they tried to do their comeback, even though it fizzled out pretty quick, it was fine. I mean, they still created something that was worth hearing.
Yeah, it wasn't awful. It was more forgettable than anything, I guess.
Yeah, even if you didn't care for Matchbox 20, they're certainly not a band worth hating necessarily.
No.
I would agree.
Okay,
No way.
perfect. So we were tied 2-2, so Matchbox 20 does not die, but they have to get smacked around a bit to be taught a lesson. So how do we do that with Matchbox 20? I'm not sure.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I remember didn't Rob Thomas do some work with Nickelback at some point?
What?
I
never heard about that.
Am I crossing some wires here?
I don't. That would be really interesting, but
That
I don't.
would be...
He worked with Santana and Nickelback?
No, I might be crossing wires here. Forget I said
What
that.
won't Rob Thomas do?
Maybe that's a good way to smack him around.
Yeah.
Make him with Nickelback again.
That's true.
Make him
Again,
do
or
another
for
writing
the first
session with
time.
Chad Kruger.
Or the first time, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's it.
whichever
You were
one it
never
is.
allowed to get royalties from Santana ever again, and you have to work with Nickelback at
Until
least
you
once.
remake Into the Night.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Ooh.
Let's hear. They're gonna get back to work fast at this point now. Oh my gosh. Okay, that was still a good suggestion. Good conversation on that. Good chat. Good job. 273 on my count right now. Please keep telling your friends.
Nice.
Please like this video if you haven't already. We're trying to get the like spike and the whole algorithm thing going. We want to see if we can break 300 again. So please.
I'm seeing 285 on my end.
There we go. Awesome. So please start sending your suggestions now, and we're gonna start it. And bam.
Oh no! Just the instant.
It's a band versus band.
Oh no!
What kind of sadist?
Okay.
no.
All right, we'll have opinions. Limp Bizkit versus Creed.
Oh. Can I pick neither?
Can I pick death? The sweet release.
did not
of death?
list death on there.
Can we choose a death from me?
I can do this one.
Or can I pick the band to death? That would be lovely.
that band? That's
No.
great.
We're the judges of the Coliseum, not the participants. That's different. We don't get to all volunteer death for this one. All right, take a second to gather your thoughts. Pray.
I volunteer as tribute.
Okay. Just barely, but I have a decision. What do you guys think? 2, Crash and John.
I really don't. But
I know.
I
but
mean,
you
I
have to
don't want to
pick
hold.
one.
I don't want to hold.
We gotta
us-
be fair.
I could probably think about this for hours, and how sad is that?
I don't.
But
Yeah, I could
listen to
too.
either of them.
Boy, the con list on both of these would be really long on the pro-con on charts.
Oh my God, yes.
Okay.
But
All right, fine.
okay, yeah, I'm
Okay.
good to go, I guess.
All right. For Limp Bizkit, thumbs up. 1, 2, 3. For Creed, thumbs up. 1,
Can't believe I'm
2,
saying-
3. Creed
Oh
got a
my
unanimous
God.
thumbs
Creed
up
got a
in the
unanimous-
comments.
That's the
I
only
figured
time you're ever gonna
I
see
figured
that.
somebody would pick Bizkit. I figured somebody would.
Somebody
Nope.
will pick
Wow.
this.
I would not have bet money on that. That is intense.
Me either. Wow.
Okay,
I knew
I'll go real first because this is kind of a shock.
Yeah.
I've said this before. I stand by it. My Own Prison is solid. It has merit. Even parts of Human Clay are fine. It has one of the most memeable songs of all time with Arms Wide Open. But still, it was. I know. We're all emotional.
Yeah.
If Scott Stapp would not have gone off the deep end and not have lost his lyric and songwriting ability, especially his lyric writing, I think Creed would have been in a much better spot, but he lost it. As opposed to Limp Bizkit, who had so many talented hooks and members behind Fred Durst, but
Yeah.
it's the equivalent of someone having it and then Fred Durst just crapping over a masterpiece. It's like you taking this 5-course meal by Chef Gordon Ramsay and just squirting, I don't know, a bunch of yellow mustard that's expired all over. It goes, okay, here's your dinner.
Well,
It's
that
under
was
there.
very specific.
It's under there. I mean, the meal's there. You have to scrape off that mustard to enjoy it, but there you go.
Yeah.
Should have paired up Scott Stapp with the musicians of Limp Bizkit. Maybe that could have made something.
And usher in the apocalypse? No, thank you, John.
Yeah, that's definitely that's in Revelation somewhere.
And the 7-headed dragon
probably what
started
Scott
singing with
thinks.
arms wide open to the beat of Nookie.
Oh.
John, why don't you go next on why Creed gets the thumbs up?
I did it for the open arms.
I did it for my son that resents me.
Which one?
Which one?
Oh.
Which one? Oh, I
Going
got
bad.
nothing to say. I don't have anything positive to say about
Hey,
either of these
I
bands.
pulled something out of my hat. You guys gotta do something too.
They covered one of the songs from one of Creed's popular albums at my church one time back in the day, and it didn't sound awful.
Which one?
Something
Higher?
about Rain. Was there a song called Rain or something like that? Like from their comeback album in like 2008,
From Full
2009?
Oh.
Yeah, from Full
Possibly.
Circle. I think
That
there's
could
a
be
song called
possible.
Rain.
Yeah.
But yeah, it wasn't awful when they covered it, so I think
Okay.
that's about the most positive thing that I could say.
By association. Okay, fair enough. Crash, why does Creed get the thumbs up?
I need to point this out before we keep going on. The chat right now is literally
You immature
nothing
little brats.
but Sax. Oh,
The video's over 3 years old now, guys. It's still funny to me, though.
it's still funny.
Yeah.
It is still funny. I will say this. These are two bands that have, in my opinion, a very similar problem. Both have lots of very talented musicians in them,
Yeah.
for absolute sure. The problem is they have frontmen that absolutely kill. Their chance at being really charismatic or memorable or worth listening to, which is a dire, dire shame. Really, the only thing that gave Creed the slight edge in this situation, they eventually got it right. Alter Bridge is cool.
Yeah, I was about to say
Yeah.
it wasn't
Yeah,
Tremonti.
dude,
It wasn't
Alter Bridge.
Tremonti.
They got
Yeah.
Alter Bridge is good. Tremonti's solo band is good.
Yeah.
Miles
Yep.
Kennedy's solo stuff is good. If we want to
Yeah.
get really inclusive there,
Better
Yeah,
than anything
there's
that we're
more-
talking about right now.
There are more good things tangentially attached to Creed
Yes.
than there are Limp Bizkit. Not to throw shade at stuff like Black Light Burns or like House of Pain. If we want to throw DJ Lethal in there,
We're not throwing House of Pain in this.
okay, we're not throwing House of
Yeah,
Pain in
that's
this.
not
Okay, yeah, no, but understandable. But at the same time, at least Creed eventually got there. Limp Bizkit, Stampede of the Disco Elephants coming out 2020.
Yeah, when is that coming? I look at their Wikipedia page like every 6 months just to see if anything is
Yeah,
going on.
they've been threatening us with that for like 2 years now.
Threatening to
Threatening
stampede us
us.
for years now.
We're gonna release it. We're gonna release it.
Dude, when it's a new Limp Bizkit album, it's a threat, not a release.
Well, we know what happened last time. We got that video of Fantano eating or puking, whatever it was, like the entire time for Gold Cobra for that review.
That sounds about right.
Cobra.
That sounds about
Yeah.
right.
Yeah,
So, Mark,
yeah.
you didn't get to give your thoughts. Why does Creed get the thumbs up?
At the end of the day, it has to do with what you've given that's positive versus what you've given that's negative. Because at the end of the day, Creed had the decency to go away. Limp Bizkit's still around.
It's
Right?
And threatening.
And furthermore, I don't like as much as there are songs that are memeable, and Scott Stapp is a tremendously ick human being. They've never released a song as bad as All in the Family.
Ooh, yeah.
Touche, my dude. Touche.
And that's the song that will forever kill a band's reputation for me. So yeah, this was kind of a no-brainer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Again,
in other words, describing how you would consider the discographies of both bands.
Fair enough. Well, great discussion, great points. Still kind of shocked. Just with we all lined up. Creed got a unanimous thumbs up.
Let's not remind me.
All
time.
right. So Creed is ushered away. How does Limp Bizkit die in the Rock Coliseum?
Stampeded by disco elephants.
Oh, yeah.
Ah, Jinx.
Of
Jinx,
course.
you owe me a Coke.
I have Coke right here.
Stampeded by the disco elephants that will never come. They're just left there to rot. Ugh.
This was the equivalent of playing like, okay, high card wins, and then you draw a 2 and a 3.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
It's like, wow, okay.
I did it.
Didn't want
Yay.
either of those, but
No, John, it's the choice of drawing 2 2s, but you have to check to see which suit is like
Yes,
VCR.
which
Yeah.
suit is
Oh, yeah.
This
suit
is the
trumps.
spade. So yeah.
You got to get out like the little rule card that no one ever uses.
And you've
and figure
always
it out.
lost the rule card.
yeah, and it's
oh,
like,
yeah, no one
okay, I
holds
guess
on
you
to
went
that.
on a technicality.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good job, Creed, I guess. Take that home with you. Okay.
God's watching this.
Good job, Creed. It's
Good
not a
job,
sentence I
Creed.
expected us to utter in
Hey,
this
we just hit 300.
Thank you
Yeah.
guys all for
Hey,
joining us. We
all
really
right.
appreciate it. If you just joined us, you missed some interesting discussion.
Wow, no kidding.
Yeah.
So-
those of you that just jumped in, be sure to smash the hell out of that like button. That helps us get more
Get the
circulation
algorithm
out
up
here,
so that way more people can see it. Please tell your
Did
friends
anybody-
too.
That is much
Did anybody
appreciated.
notice that the top recommended video next to this live stream is Kid Rock regretting the past? I swear to God.
How fitting.
I don't know
How
if it's just
fitting.
me, but that's the next recommended video for me.
Let me see what mine is. Mine is mine's a sports video.
Oh.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Well, I
Mine
got
is
regretting the
a-
past.
Is it
how
bad
much
that
of a
I would
dork-
rather see the sports video than the regretting the past of Kid
Then
Rock
your own
again?
video.
Yeah.
It's
is
an
how-
NBA free agency. Nobody cares.
Okay.
This is how much of a dork I am. Mine is Angry Video Game Nerd Season 5.
Oh, that's
I thought
fine.
you were gonna
I
say
like-
Angry
I
Birds
still
trailer.
watch AVGN. That's fine.
Oh, yeah. I love AVG, and he's cool.
Okay. And stop. Okay. I don't think we've done this one before. This is a good one. Guns N'
Okay.
Roses.
Have we not?
I don't think so.
I think we
I know we did a
have.
Yeah, I
band
think we
versus
have.
band in the
Oh,
exemptions.
okay. All right.
I
I don't think we
actually had
just done
Roses
Guns N'
discussion.
Roses.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
We can make this look like I'll have the time.
Yeah, I was about to say, we'll make
Okay.
this
Let's
a
do
little
30
brief.
seconds
Yeah, yeah.
each. Okay.
Okay.
So on 3, everyone have an opinion?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Bam.
Yeah. Unanimous for sure.
Had a feeling. Had a feeling.
Crash, why don't you go first?
Oh, for me, Guns N' Roses. Oh, Guns N' Roses were literally one of the first bands I ever discovered, period. When I was like 6 or 7 years old, the way I discovered music is I would steal albums from my older brother and listen to them in the closet.
You thief.
I know.
Wait a minute, listen
little
to him in the
klepto.
closet.
Little klepto Crash hiding in the closet with all his brother's stolen goods. I know,
Listening to the
terrible.
spaghetti incident.
Actually, it was Use Your Illusion Volume 2.
Oh.
I don't know why he didn't have Volume 1 or like Appetite for Destruction or anything, but he only had Volume 2. But I jammed the hell out of that alternate version of Don't Cry like crazy. But no, Guns N' Roses, I mean, good lord, just they are one of those bands. It's weird because they're sort of like the last glam band in a way. Just
Not really glam.
it's well, they came from that LA sort of scene,
Yeah.
but they
The
were
hair metal
so
glam
not.
style, yeah.
What-
They
like
reek
that-
of testosterone.
Yes, but they were kind of a band that helped get us out
Ton.
of that shit. Yeah, yeah. Everyone rules in that band, and even though Chinese democracy is black. Okay, I'm done.
Okay, fair enough. John, why do they get the thumbs up?
Similar to Crash, they were kind of like one of those first bands from like the 80s and 90s that I ever got into because I heard a few of their songs on the radio and then later like playing Rock Band and Guitar Hero. And
Yes.
funny story, I went to a Christian school like Crash, and I noticed that my new English teacher sophomore year had a tattoo on her ankle, and we figured out it was a Guns N' Roses tattoo, and she always tried to wear really long dresses to hide
To
it.
cover it?
Ooh, I'll bet.
Nice.
Yeah.
It got me curious. So yeah,
Was that a
definitely-
kindergarten teacher?
No, no, sophomore year of high school.
That's different. Yeah.
But
Okay, so-
yeah, and but yeah, definitely thumbs up. Funny story, really quick.
Okay.
Other day, this just reminded me of it. I was in Amish country up in Pennsylvania, and we went into one of the shops, and they had a bunch of random stuff, and they had a used CD of the spaghetti incident for $1.
In the Amish shop.
Yes. It was really odd. A lot of handmade stuff, and then they had a couple of CDs and like vinyl albums, and Guns N' Roses was one of them.
Okay.
You know, I'd buy that for $1.
Yeah, I
So
would
would
too.
I.
Mark, why did they get the thumbs up?
Enough of a good discography will get it. Like, put aside
There you
Chinese
go.
discography, Chinese democracy.
Chinese discography.
Yeah.
Like at this time, like there are enough collected work for the span of the late '80s to the very early '90s. It holds up on itself. A lot of incredibly talented musicians. Axl Rose, for as much as he was a tremendous asshole, was a great frontman.
Yes,
and he was a
absolutely.
and he was partially responsible. And the duel between Guns N' Roses and Nirvana is one of the great stories of rock
is.
history,
We
and
need
one of the
another one
reasons
of
why the
those.
VMAs is relevant.
We need another one of
Absolutely.
those so bad. So
We kinda
bad.
do.
Yeah.
Say, but
So-
But I don't want to make the VMAs relevant again.
I don't. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, good to
Give it
get. That's
something
a
to
great
have.
point.
There's
That's
an
a great
internet
point.
something that could take care of that. You know, we have Twitter for that now.
Oh yeah.
For me, I mean, Appetite for Destruction alone seals the deal. Both
Sure.
Yeah.
Both
Absolutely.
Use Your Illusions hold
Yeah.
up even today. Even
Yeah.
the spaghetti incident.
Yeah.
Spaghetti
Question
incident is
for
good.
some reason.
Not bad.
It's still fun. It's
The
fun.
It's fun.
Spaghetti
It's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's,
It's
not
always
that one of their
twisted, yeah.
greats, but it's fun.
It's fun. And yeah, Chinese democracy was a mess from day one for however many years. It still does not dispute the fact that Guns N' Roses still are a household name for all the right reasons, even though Axl was a monster out of control for many years. Slash
Oh, yeah.
is still on top of his form. And Guns N' Roses are going
Yeah.
back on tour near the end of this year, making appearances at festivals and stuff. So, you know
Yeah.
what? Thumbs up for
Yeah.
me.
And
Yeah.
you know what? Say what you want to about Chinese democracy. Since all that BS happened there, they have been consistent enough with touring
They
and
have
keeping.
Duff's back, and I didn't think
Yeah, I was about to say
Duff.
Duff McKagan.
I'm happy Duff's back.
Yeah,
I am too.
yeah, me too.
I like
me
Duff.
too.
Yeah.
Duff was good. Yeah, Duff was great.
So yeah, so easy thumbs
Yeah.
up, I think.
I
Yeah.
just laugh at the fact that Duff actually tried to get in a fight with the bassist of Nirvana.
with Chris Novoselic.
Yes.
Novoselic, yeah.
What? Yeah, like at the same VMAs, they actually had more of a fight than Axl and Kurt did.
Yeah.
Novoselic looks like the most easygoing guy
I
like
know.
ever.
Yeah, of all the people.
He's like the guy that
you
works at
know?
the local record shop. You don't want to punch him.
Right.
Yeah,
But whereas, imagine if you got in a fight with Dave Grohl.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
see?
Beat you with
Yeah.
his drumsticks.
He'd get sick with it too. Like he tried to stab you in the eye with his drumsticks.
yeah. Dave, do you know Dave can throw?
Yeah.
Yes.
Dave can throw
I'd
down.
be
and he's
scared if I was on
He
Dave's
still
bed, so.
can. If you tried to go up to him now,
Oh, yeah.
he's all
Have you
bulked up
seen
and
him
stuff.
live? He's jacked.
Yeah,
jacked.
we saw it
He's
in
so
May, and
jacked.
he came out there screaming at people like, "Dang, Dave."
Yeah.
Okay, so that was another good one. That was perfect. So let's go here, suggestions, and stop. Okay, this is another band versus band. This is another decent suggestion. Red Hot Chili Peppers versus Jane's Addiction.
Ooh.
Oh,
Here I am
just
representing.
had discussion
Here I
the
am
other day.
representing.
I didn't even know you had that on. Okay.
I can do this one.
Yeah, I can do
Okay.
this one too.
Oh yeah,
Everyone
I can
ready?
do this one for sure.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
I mean, my answer
Oh,
is
wait,
pretty
sorry, I'm doing this
Wait,
wrong
who was
way.
it for? I was about
Red
to
Hot
say.
Chili
Oh, wait,
Peppers.
yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm learning the rules to my own made-up game.
Okay.
Okay.
Red
I was
Hot
like,
Chili
ew.
Peppers votes. 1, 2, 3.
Right here.
Okay,
Right here.
unanimous.
Yeah, unanimous. Wow. Okay.
Okay, yeah, I was expecting somebody to tag for Jane, but all right. Okay.
I'll go ahead first, very briefly. Nothing against Jane's Addiction, especially for some of the earlier stuff they had.
Yeah.
Red Hot Chili Peppers has become some of their music from all the way from Blood Sugar Sex Magic Sex
Sex.
Blood sugar shack magic. Oh my god.
I know.
With another spin on Love Shack, eh?
Yeah.
Sounds like an ad for Steak Shack.
Steak Shack.
No, I went straight to Shaq, the basketball player. That's
Shaq Magic, because he played for the Magic too, didn't he? He played for Orlando Magic.
He did.
Yeah.
Oh, he did?
We
He
are
started
way
with
off
Magic,
topic.
yep.
I'm sorry. I'm taking up my
Okay.
time. Very quick. So, every generation, Red Hot Chili Peppers can still make something timeless. Blood, sugar, sex, magic, Californication. Even all the way later on years, they're still here, still doing it. I will forever think that Jane's Addiction, nothing against them, they haven't had that much of an impact. That's all I have to say.
Okay.
Good.
Crash, you got them tattooed on your bodies.
Crash,
Yep,
you got the shirt
I'm
and
wearing the
tee, so,
shirt.
yeah.
I've got the ink to prove it, guys. Peppers dyed in the wool here. But Peppers, like Luke said, I would say they have earned it. They have some of the most classic albums of the 90s. Even their stuff from like the super late, even their stuff from like the super early 90s, like pre-Mother's Milk and whatnot, that helped fuel the alternative scene when they started picking up steam. That helped fuel that kind of scene and helped add energy to that. They've pretty consistently at least, kept their mojo going across numerous lineup changes, no doubt. How many guitarists have the Red Hot Chili Peppers had?
They don't even know.
4 or
Get
5.
Yeah, and they've been able to get magic out of almost all of them.
Yeah.
The Peppers have proven them. Yeah, and again, nothing against Jane's Addiction, but they just can't compete. They just can't.
Okay. So
Hell,
John,
Dave Navarro was better in Red Hot Chili Peppers. No, I won't go that far. But
No,
Okay.
you shouldn't.
Okay, all right. but-
John, why did Red Hot Chili Peppers get the thumbs up?
I think anyone watching this that watches my channel would know that I give them the thumbs up. They're one of my top 10 favorite bands. I pretty much love everything that they've made outside of the really early stuff. I wasn't into like the Uplift Mofo Party Plan and stuff like that. But
which
I mean,
is
I just,
fair, but
yeah. I mean, yeah, I'm kind of a Chili Peppers diehard. I just got done reading Scar Tissue, Anthony's autobiography. Really interesting to see about the changing members of the band and stuff. John Frusciante is a god on the guitar.
Yep.
absolutely.
By the Way is a fucking amazing and underrated album.
Yes.
And Stadium Arcadium's an incredible double album that really helped jumpstart my love for them. So, yeah.
Fair enough.
And their
Well
last
said.
album was
Well
good.
said.
The Getaway was underrated. I think a lot of people didn't give it enough credit.
Fair enough. And Mark, why did they get the thumbs up for Red Hot Chili Peppers?
For me, it just has to do with a little bit of scale. Like, I'm gonna stick up for Jane's Addiction for a second here.
Okay, I'm
The
glad somebody did.
The
Yeah,
first two
sure.
Jane's Addiction albums are awesome.
Yes.
Yeah, they are.
absolutely.
Like,
Yeah,
in terms
absolutely.
of what they did in their specific niche in alternative rock and alternative metal, they're legit classic
Absolutely.
albums.
Yes.
And I go back to the first one more than the second. The second one did some weird stuff, and I can put them on that pedestal. This problem is that, well, you're comparing a cult act that is very much a cult act
Yes.
to one of the most long-running and storied rock acts of their time, and it's almost not even fair.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, I
it's
agree.
like it's like comparing a small indie flick to like Star Wars or
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's
How,
not. a
wait,
fair
how have we not
comparison.
mentioned that Dave Navarro was in the Chili
Well,
Peppers?
he was in
Yeah.
both. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
How
tried
did
to
we
mention
not
that, but my
mention that?
time
Through
ran out.
key
Yeah.
times of them both, too, not just like add-ons later in the time.
Now,
for
Navarro was better in Jane's Addiction than he was in the Chili Peppers.
I agree.
Yeah, I think
'cause
it's- But he
didn't
still
really
gave him
mesh
some
that
good
well
work.
on
Yeah.
Chili
Yeah.
Peppers.
At the same time, I can't rip on the Chili Peppers have this one by a margin. Although I think I can kind of see the parallel, given they both kind of had the
Yeah.
same late '80s breakout moment.
I get why there's a
Yeah.
comparison,
Yes.
and that's a
Agreed.
strong suggestion too for the discussion. But
But then again,
Yeah.
in my opinion, Faith No More is better than both of them. So
well, I love Faith No More. I don't know if they're better than Red Hot
We
Chili
had that
Peppers, but I
conversation.
love Faith No More.
Chili Peppers fueled Faith No More to be successful in the first place.
that is nonsense.
Okay, I'm one of the biggest Chili Pepper fans you'll probably ever meet, and I don't even know if I.
Nope.
See, guys, we need to save this for next
Mike
song.
Patton
Temple.
is gonna
We
kick
can
your
actually
ass,
fight
dude.
in
Yes.
person.
I knew
okay?
that would light a fire.
Mike Seatown's going to come in the chat and yell at you.
Oh yeah!
Awesome
see,
in the
there you
chat
go.
room. Great.
Yeah, come drive
So
up the
we now
numbers.
have to find the unfortunate decision of how does Jane's Addiction die
Oh,
in
that's
the Rock
right.
Coliseum. This is band versus band.
Oh,
They get locked in a
no.
room with their 4th album on repeat.
Okay, that's
Was that the
fair.
2012 album that is
yeah,
After
that was
Artist?
that late
Yeah,
one.
that
The
one was
late
pretty
one.
bad.
That would
Yeah,
do it.
I did not like that album at all.
Neither did I.
When they,
no.
when it would have been better if they just would have bowed out of the career forever than that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, they should have just kept, or maybe just tour or something as a legacy act.
Yeah, just.
But it's like the same issue I had with the Pixies. Like when the Pixies flamed out after their very specific era, it's the same sort of thing.
I agree, but the Pixies are back now, and they have a new album
Yeah,
coming out.
a lot of it's
so
still very good.
I want to hear what the new album is. I want to give them that, at least that
Yeah.
benefit of the doubt. So
Yeah.
okay, so
You're giving them more of a true credit than I will.
I that's fine. So
Yeah,
I want to
yeah,
hear
yeah,
what they have
I'm-
to say. I'm more curious. If that makes
I don't
sense.
hate new Pixies myself, so yeah.
Okay.
It's not old Pixies, but fine.
Yeah.
No, but it can still be good. So let's
yeah,
go
yeah,
over
we need to-
here
Yeah.
and stop. All right.
What
This
was
is an
that?
album
look?
versus album. Weezer.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Weezer. Red versus Black.
Oh, this is easy for me.
Easy.
Easy.
I don't know why this is a decision, but we're gonna keep this one short and then move on.
Yeah, let's keep
Okay,
this
yeah.
one short.
Okay,
Yeah, that
everyone
should
have
be
an
short.
opinion?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
on
yeah.
for red. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. I'm voting red.
Wow.
Okay,
Oh.
and then for black. Okay, fair
Oh,
enough.
okay.
Mark, please
Okay.
go first. Like since you have the last one.
There are songs on Black I will go back to. There's songs on Red that I will never hear again. There are songs on Black I actually have kind of warmed to since I gave that album a 4 out of 10. Whereas with Red, there is just nothing I will re-listen to.
Not even Pork and Beans?
Nope. I have never liked Pork and Beans.
I never liked
Angel
Pork and
in
Beans
the
either, but
One?
Still,
Angel,
Like,
yeah.
ain't that
King?
the one? Yeah, King.
Okay.
King? Huh?
King?
I would this is gonna be heresy. I'd rather hear California Snow or Die Zombie Bastards.
Okay, Zombie Bastard, sure, but
But I'm not the, I'm
you
not the
make a
same
good point. You
diehard
make a
Weezer
decent
fan
point.
as most. Like again,
Okay,
so
yeah.
I will freely exempt
See.
myself from the rest of
Okay,
this.
fair enough.
I think
yeah.
Crash and I are both.
Yeah,
See,
let me go next
we're
because
the
I am
big
not
outlier.
I
Yeah.
like Weezer.
Yeah.
I am not nearly as big as a Weezer fan as Crash and John. For Red album, like honestly, that is much more consistent than the Black album, and there are songs on there like King that I would actually much more would rather go for. It's like just kind of not flip Mark's argument. There are songs that I do remember from Red that I would go back to. Black, just I don't know. It just kind of blends
Kind of
in after a
existed.
while. Yeah, so
Yeah.
I'll keep mine short. So I'll leave this one to you guys because you guys are more the Weezer aficionados. So, John, why don't you go?
John, feel free, man. Go for it.
You know, I don't think I don't hate either album or anything like that. And there are some songs that I genuinely do dislike on Red, but overall it boils down to that era in Weezer feeling like they had things locked in a little bit more. Like I liked the songwriting. I liked some of the bonus tracks or the extra tracks like King that we've like Luke just mentioned. Fantastic songs, super underrated. Angel in the One is incredible. And I liked some of the singles from the album too. I think it had more of a more merits. There's a couple of songs from Black that I have been coming back to, like Zombie Bastards, High as a Kite. But
Yeah.
outside of that, no, I don't really see myself revisiting Black much. So got to be Red for me.
And Crash, why does Red go over Black?
See, I'm feeling kind of the same way as you and John. As I said in my way too long Weezer video on the Red album, my biggest problem with Red is that it's a lopsided album.
Yeah.
Like, there are tracks on there
Yes.
that are very, very, very good. I would count among some of Weezer's best. But at the same time, it also has some tracks that are also some of Weezer's worst stuff.
Heart songs.
Heart songs, yes. Oh, freaking... I don't care what anybody says. Troublemaker is
Yeah,
shit.
I hate that
Troublemaker
song.
shit.
That's why I
the
said
only one
some
that I would
singles were
skip,
good.
But
Yeah.
I
Hate
hate
Troublemaker.
Again, yeah, there are songs that are really just stuff that really just does not work. But it's also an album that's a little adventurous. The tracks where they let the other guys sing are also very interesting. Whereas Black is just it's just a mishmash of blandness. And the more I listen to it, the more I don't like it. I'm debating whether it should be on my worst of the year list.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Wow.
Time.
I don't
So,
know. It hasn't been a terrible year to this year's credit, but
AGR might release another album. You never know.
Double album.
Yes.
you never know.
Surprise.
You guys
album.
didn't have to hear Juice WRLD.
I did not.
Touche.
That's true.
You warned us
Touche.
about that.
Yeah, I did.
Thank you, friend. So, unfortunately, the Black Album must be destroyed in the Coliseum. How does it get destroyed?
I think we've all given it our review.
Yeah.
No, it gets tag team. It gets tag team beaten down by all the other Black albums that are better
Yes.
than it.
Yeah.
Jay-Z, Metallica, The Damned. Who else has Black album? But yeah.
It's
Those
disintegrated.
are just three great Black albums.
Yeah.
Jay-Z, that's me. I have issues with Jay-Z.
I would still put
understand
it up more than Weezer's Black Album.
Anything with black in the title. Amy Winehouse back in black.
Okay,
Back to black.
AC/DC,
AC/DC back in black.
AC/DC. Let's get AC/DC in there.
All the Black Albums just avalanche onto the one good album. Weezer's Black Album until it's disintegrated. Perfect. Okay, let's do... Okay, we'll do these. We'll do 2 more for the first round. We'll try to go a little bit quicker, just so we get them through. Then we'll have halftime and stop. Wow. Okay. I say let's go through 2 quick ones, and then I land on this. Okay, album versus album. Linkin Park, Hybrid Theory versus Meteora.
Oh, you're breaking my heart.
That hurts.
I know.
Yikes.
This is
That's
easy.
a tough.
That is so
That is
hard.
not easy for me.
It's not easy for me.
There's the biased answer, and then there's the objective answer. I almost feel like
I'm trying to lean towards objective. That's rough. That is a good suggestion. Do not take this
That's a
as
great
we don't want to
suggestion.
talk about it. It's
I
just
like this one.
put it on the spot for this one. Okay. Does everyone have an opinion?
Yep.
Yeah, I
Yes.
So,
Okay.
Yeah.
Hybrid Theory. 1, 2, 3. What?
What?
No,
I'm
fuck it.
changing
I'm changing
my
my
answer.
answer.
I'm
I'm changing
Meteor.
my answer.
Okay.
No,
Meteora.
Crash, you got to make it unanimous.
Meteora. 1, 2,
Meteora?
3. Yeah, Meteora.
Meteora.
Thumbs up. Everyone, Crash, hold a thumbs up.
Crash, come
Oh, okay.
on.
Well,
Meteora.
Come
Okay.
on.
If you were okay, Crash.
I guess
go
I
first.
technically voted for both. Then
I did not see that coming. I thought I was
I
going
know.
to be the only
I thought I was
gonna
going to be the only
stand
one
up
for
for
Meteora.
Meteora.
Okay,
come on,
Crash, you had like the most hedged vote. This is this is intense though. But yeah, I think this is okay. Crash, please go. Why you think? Take as much time. Take a little more time on this. We'll go a little bit longer if we have to for this one.
Okay, see, here's the thing. I think I might be echoing what a lot of you guys are going to say when you come around, but, like, okay, is Meteora the objectively better album? I would say yes.
Yes.
Better playing, better production, the band was getting more into their groove and figuring out how they worked best. Agreed on that level. Technically it's the better album, but Hybrid Theory is such a menacing and forceful debut. These guys kicked the door open. They kicked it off its hinges. They basically started an entire movement, started an entire genre with that album. Like,
Better or worse?
Yeah, for better or worse. Agreed.
A lot of imitators, never doing
a lot of imitators, but there was only one Hybrid Theory, and there was only one Linkin Park. And, like, again, like, maybe Meteora technically gets the better score, but the importance of Hybrid Theory cannot be denied at all. Okay, so, if no one is going to stand up for Hybrid Theory, I'll stand up for Hybrid Theory.
No, we are not putting it down for Hybrid Theory. That's
Linkin Park are one of my favorite bands, so naturally I love both albums.
Okay.
So.
See?
Yeah,
Exactly.
Mark, why don't you go? Why does Meteora get the bump up over Hybrid Theory?
To me, it's pretty straightforward. I think the writing took such a measurable leap from Hybrid Theory to Meteora. It's not even close. Like,
agreed.
The thing about Hybrid Theory that I like is that for as skin-crawlingly cringe as some of the writing can be, it is a perfect epitome of what it feels like at that specific time. It resonates with its audience for as raw as it can be.
Yeah.
Yes.
I like Meteora more because I think as an adult, it aged a little better. It doesn't feel as much at its time. And ultimately, I think Numb is one of the best songs they've ever made.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm also sitting there and, like, even though Hybrid Theory, for me, I have issues with it, and it's by no means my favorite Linkin Park album, I see what it did. It laid a foundation, and I think they built on it from there.
Meteora could not exist without Hybrid.
Right.
Yeah, I agree.
John, why does Meteora get the bump up?
They boiled down all of the best aspects of Hybrid Theory and rolled it into a compact 12-song listen that is incredible from start to finish. Every single song on that album I love. Like, there's not a song on that album that I don't love. There's underrated tracks on that album. Nobody's Listening, great track.
Agreed.
I think that Mike Shinoda's wordplay improved, and like his rapping, I think, improved on that record big time.
Absolutely.
Chester went even more, not that he didn't go personal the first time at all, but it was just more well thought out and put together and assembled. And like Mark said, Numb is one of their greatest songs. So yeah, Meteora for me, that I owe so much to that record. That and American Idiot were like the first 2 full-length albums I ever heard.
That's awesome.
Nice.
I echo all 3 of these men's points. I mean, addressed so well. Meteora, I feel, is the perfected version of Hybrid Theory, where Hybrid Theory does still have a few moments now looking back, like Crawling, and even to a certain extent one step closer, where it's like, okay, I've heard this enough. I have never felt once in my life I've heard enough of Meteora. Lying From You is one of my favorite Linkin Park songs, and it's such a strong one. Numb is killer. When I first heard Faint when I was in high school, first day it came out,
rapping on
I
that.
was passing around my earbuds and the CD player so everyone else can listen to it, and they were that excited. I mean, so Meteora is literally one of my all-time favorite albums. I haven't made a video about it, but still it is. Yeah. And that's just why. I think from production to writing, especially for both Chester and Mike, I think Meteora gets the bump up. That is not in any way a discredit to Hybrid Theory, which is vital listening and one of the best albums to ever come out and one of the best-selling albums in American history. However...
Yes.
Gotta grab something.
Okay. We're going to wait for John because he's grabbing something from his magic
vinyl.
Shelf. Does he have a vinyl of Meteora?
Yeah, this has to be a vinyl.
No, it's the CD.
Or an autographed CD.
Is it a signed Meteora?
Yeah.
Every single member of the band.
Okay. John,
nice stuff, man.
That's
Nice.
Hey, John,
Very
what's your
nice,
address
dude.
again for no particular reason?
It's somewhere in Alaska.
Okay, stay right there and leave the door unlocked. Okay, so you guys ready for a great question? How does Hybrid Theory get destroyed in the Rock Coliseum?
Oh, who cares? In the end, it doesn't even
I stood
matter.
up for it. I stood up for it. I did. You guys made me vote for both of them.
First of all, I heard the pun. Second of all, it's still 3 votes to 1, even if you voted for Hybrid Theory.
Right, it still technically dies. You're out.
Oh, okay.
It gets Pitchfork reviewed.
Oh,
There we go.
Can we destroy the Pitchfork reviewer as well?
yeah, plug.
Yeah,
Now
let's
Crash.
do that. Yeah. Not that there's a video out there right now from one of us.
Yeah, if
talking
only I knew
extensively
where I could
about
learn about
Pitchfork.
the worst
I
Pitchfork
just wish someone would
reviews.
make an hour video of really terrible Pitchfork reviews and ripping them apart.
And you have to question like whether or not a few of us should be in that video.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that'd be
see,
perfect.
yeah, I can't help but wonder if there's a video on called Terror Critic at youtube.com/ if you could maybe watch that. I don't know.
Let's just stop
if
wishing
only.
for the impossible, guys. Let's move on.
Yeah, that would never happen.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do one more because that one was
Okay.
too important to.
Yeah.
Please,
And
oh,
plus,
that
we
was a
didn't
good one,
technically
though.
get started till 8:07 or
Exactly.
something.
So,
Okay, yeah.
last one for round 1, and then we'll go into the super chats. We'll try to breeze through as many super chats as possible, too. Okay, get your choices in now, chat room. All 300 plus of you.
All right.
Thank you guys again
Yeah.
for being here.
And if you guys want to play along with us, you should all give thumbs up and thumbs down in the comments as we do it. That could be fun.
Exactly.
Yes.
Please give thumbs up too and stuff like that. Like this video, like it. That helps the algorithm a ton, especially while we're broadcasting and doing live stream.
Yep,
And
almost to 200.
Yep. And stop. Coldplay.
Okay.
Okay.
That's
Yeah,
fair.
I can do Coldplay.
I think so too. Okay. Everyone got an opinion?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
We'll keep this to 30 seconds or maybe a little more or less, whatever. 1, 2, 3.
Boom.
Yeah. I think it'd be unanimous.
Yeah.
John,
cool.
you were the most vigorous on that thumbs up. Why do they get the double thumbs up from you?
I love Coldplay. I don't know, like
Dude.
so many people just don't like Coldplay, and I love Coldplay. Like I listen to them very often. I literally just posted one of their songs to my Instagram story the other day. Rush of Blood to the Head and Parachutes, those early records that like broke them on. Like I know they had their Radiohead influences and everything, but it's just it's such a good like atmospheric mood that I can easily slip back into. It's like talking to an old friend or something. And then I'm of the unpopular opinion that they don't really have a bad album. I mean, my least favorite is probably Milo Xyloto, if I had to pick one.
Same
Their
for me.
most poppy-ish. I don't know. It was kind of directionless in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
But I mean,
I
I
agree.
really like A Head
Time.
Full of Dreams, and I loved Ghost Stories. Ghost Stories super underrated. Viva La Vida is my favorite.
I like Ghost Stories too. I'll go right now. Viva La Vida is a masterpiece.
Yes.
Talking
Yeah.
about albums that
Yeah.
are my all-time
So,
favorite. That summer it came out in
I'll stick
2008. I listened to that album all the way through every day for like months, all summer,
Same.
from beginning
Yep.
to end,
Big
and I
same.
could still
Big
listen
same.
to it. I loved A Rush of Blood to the Head, hearing Clocks
Yeah.
and The Scientist over and over again, never get enough of it. And even the deeper cuts on that. I loved Parachutes too. I don't love everything. Like, as soon as I hear a Coldplay song, I'll like it. And sometimes that fades away, but their 2000 stuff has, in my opinion, is so strong that nothing
Yeah.
they do, including a bad Super Bowl performance, will ever make me think otherwise.
Yeah.
Mark, why did they get the thumbs up?
I saw Coldplay live for the Viva La Vida tour when they were touring with Snow Patrol.
Me too.
Oh,
That's it.
nice.
Me too.
I bet that was a kick-ass
was
show.
Lame. I wanna
Coldplay is
go.
amazing live. They opened
Yes.
with my favorite Coldplay song, which is Violet Hill.
Me,
And-
that's,
Oh,
me too.
nice.
nice.
Oh, hey, neat.
But like I grew up with Coldplay. Like the deep cuts of Rush of Blood to the Head are so good.
Yeah.
X and Y I think gets slept on a
Yeah.
lot.
It is more
Um,
mainstreamish, but it's still really good.
Yeah, but it
Yeah.
works.
It
has
Like,
its
it-
cuts.
It still is
It
good.
handily
It has
beats
its
a lot of
cuts.
the stuff that's in the same lane that came out around that same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I think it holds up better. Viva La Vida is classic.
Yeah.
I fell off on Coldplay. Admittedly, I'm a lot cooler on their 2010 stuff, but I think John and I can agree Paradise is still great.
Amazing song. Amazing song. And I'm so glad, Mark, that we shared the same favorite song. That's awesome. Violet Hill is just an amazing
Yeah,
song.
it is.
Yes.
Crash, thumbs up on Coldplay.
Yeah, guys, I will say this. Coldplay, especially like back around the 2000s when they started getting overplayed, that's where the Coldplay hate comes from. They were all over the radio. You couldn't escape Coldplay for a long time, which, I mean, okay, if you have to hear it at work in the mall every day, okay, I get why.
I get that, yeah.
And if it's the
Yeah.
same two songs over and over again, The
And it
Scientist
is.
for the 8th time this week.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, I get that. They did get way too overexposed, but at the same time, not having had them drilled into my head by any horrible circumstance, the music still holds up. It's gloriously pretty. That's one thing I love about Coldplay. They are such a pretty and serene and beautiful sounding band.
Yeah, serene
Like-
is a great word.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And I will say one more thing just to wrap my comments up. Chris Martin, underrated singer.
Yeah, I
He
agree.
is.
Underrated.
Yeah.
It is hard as anyone who's tried to do Coldplay in karaoke will demonstrate.
It's hard.
Yeah. And they're
It's
great
like-
live, like Mark said.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I've never seen them
Absolutely.
live. Always wanted to.
You want to. It's good.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was a great discussion. We're going to have halftime right now in case you guys need to do something. Thank you, everyone, for being out there. Again, like Spike. If you haven't liked this live stream yet while it's going, please hit that like button. We want to get the live actual algorithm going. That way more people can see it that aren't tuned in right now. Also, as it's the halftime, to explain the new rules, if you did a super chat, we're going to try to breeze through as many of these as physically possible without going till 2 a.m. because we all have things
We'll
we need
try.
to do. So we'll
I
try
got
to
a
be a
video
little...
I got to put tonight. So
Exactly. I have stuff I need to
Yeah.
process as well. But at the same time, we will try to get as many as we can. I just want to point out a little bit. We'll take this little break just for a minute. Do any of you... Let's do the plugs now. This will be a
Sure.
good break for that. So for myself... this month, for the rest of later this video, my long video, I'm going to be doing 10 onstage meltdowns in rock. Looking back at
And-
some of the looking back at
And-
some of the crazy stuff. Yes, John?
And Luke, who had this idea also, and let's point this out so that people don't think I'm copying you.
Yes, we have it on the video too. We both came up with the same idea on our own, just randomly. We have similar
Yes.
minds in some senses. We all do. So just
Mine won't be out until September, so there will be
Yeah.
a little bit of space. I just mapped out the rest of my 7 on Sunday episodes like a month or two ago for
Yeah.
the rest of the year, and that's one of them.
And I just, so it's just coincidence, but at the same time, this is a good video to do it on. Also, please subscribe to the new podcast channel. You'll see some of these gentlemen on here. I just did a great one with Pushing Up Roses, who is also another great YouTuber that talks about video games and retro TV. Please subscribe to that channel. I'll put that in the link. And finally, next month, I will have Regretting the Past, and I'm letting my patrons decide on which album to do it on, and narrowing it down to one or like 2 or 3. So
nice.
I have selections, and I'm not happy about it. Oh,
I'm sure.
okay.
Oh yeah, I know what that's like.
So, John, what do you have coming down the road?
So I've got Sum 41 ranked. All of their albums coming out. That's pretty much finished. I just finished writing the script for that. Almost done writing the script for it. I'm also doing like a super underrated songs on them. Just kind of celebrating the release of their album. Doing a couple of Sum 41 themed videos. Other than that, I think I've got a new episode of Rock Gone Wrong coming before Too Wrong. Okay. Before Too Wrong.
Rock, wrong. Yes.
Lots of wrongs. And
say that 5 times fast.
Yeah. And then obviously every week a new episode of 7 on Sunday. This week's is about music acts that suck live. So.
Ooh, that's a good one.
That's a good one. Okay. I know of a few.
Yeah. So do I.
Mark, what do you have coming down the road on your channel?
A fair bit, actually. And I got some stuff that's slightly adjacent to the channel I want to bring up quickly, too. Okay. For the first thing, coming up tonight, I've got the review of the new Flaming Lips album. Also working on a review of the new Tomb Mold album. So
you want to
hear me talk about some death metal?
Good.
For a little bit. New episode of Resonators is coming up. I want to say within the next week or so, because I'm going to be talking about the debut album from MF Doom.
Oh, cool.
Okay. So a little bit off the beaten path there. I also have a top 10 I'm working on. The top 10 worst hit songs of 2012.
That's a wild year.
What a year.
Pretty ripe year.
That was a wild year. And honestly, a lot of the songs that year were not that bad. But there's a couple at the top that are...
Yeah, I can think of at least a few.
But finally, most important is that coming up this weekend, starting Friday and going to Sunday, I'm going to be at Con Bravo, which is in Hamilton, Ontario. And this to provide a little bit of context and backstory. The 4 of us, we were planning on doing Rock Coliseum live there. There was some logistic stuff that didn't quite come together.
Maybe
but
next
I figure...
year.
Maybe next year, like get something we can coordinate a little bit better. It was kind of out of our control there, but at the same time, I wish they wanted to have us.
They did.
At the same time, I figure I'm close enough. I'm going to go there. I'm going to see a couple of the other creators I know. I'll say hi for you guys. Don't worry.
Thank you.
You can be
it's much appreciated.
The Coliseum diplomat will help get a good word for us. I think that's
we're sending our ambassador.
And again,
we're sending in
and just to make it clear, Con Bravo did want us there. It was like a bit of a communications error and just logistics and stuff. It just couldn't happen this time.
Yeah.
Maybe
nothing we can control, guys. Believe me, we wanted this to. We were gunning for this to happen, but stuff just gets in the way sometimes.
Right.
It is.
Okay. And Crash, what do you have coming down the road before we jump back into it?
Actually, I was gonna post this at the end of the stream just because I didn't want this to. But it's okay. We can go ahead and take care of this now. Like I said, I've got my videos that I currently released here within the last couple of weeks. My top 10 worst Pitchfork reviews video,
which is really blowing up for you.
Yeah. Last time I checked, we're almost up to 20K. Almost up to 20K views. That's good for me. That's very good for me. That's currently up. I posted my review of the new Sum 41 album, Decline here recently, and
we've all reviewed that one.
Yeah, that's one we all reviewed that, and we all enjoyed it.
Yeah, we all liked it.
That's kind of rare when all 4 of us tackle the same album,
and we all like it,
and we all like it,
and we all like it too. Yeah. That's even super good. Yeah. But in addition to that, I especially to those of you in my Discord server, the Rock Critic Discord server, I've been throwing hints about this all day, but the next video I'm going to be working on is the Q2 of 2019 Fimmy, the Fuck I Missed It collection reviews. So, and I'm going to use this time to let you guys know that requests for that are now officially open.
Awesome.
If you're,
and we'll make the announcement at the end too. But yes, you want to make your request for Fibby because it's great. That's like the big long blast of every album that Crash
I have
missed.
requests.
Oh, I have
Yeah, I'm
too.
sure you
Yeah.
do. I'm sure you do.
I have lots of black metal you should listen to.
It's one request per person, unfortunately, so you can't spam me, but you can get one in there.
Can I make fake accounts
you've
and
got
then
to
just?
Yeah, I was about to say, what if he just makes a bunch of like alternate Patreon
Oh,
accounts?
you would sock puppet me, wouldn't you? Voltorb does not get a vote. Okay, I love Voltorb, but he does not. Okay?
Hi, I'm Voltorb Grondin. I'm reaching out in hopes that you'll never.
This motherfucker's gonna bring his whole Pokedex. I'm fucked.
Hi, this is Professor Oak.
I'm Charizard Grondin. Rah rah rah. HAR, please.
HAR.
Okay,
I'm not. Luke, would I ever do that to somebody? I warned
I don't think
everybody
so.
to stay away
Yeah.
the first
I know.
time.
I know.
see, okay.
None of you
just,
listen to me.
Okay.
real quick, just I need to kind of break it down because the way in order to request a Fimi album to be reviewed in the Fimi episode, you do have to be a part of the Rock Critic Discord server. That is a $10 pledge on my Patreon. So if you want to head to patreon.com/TeRockCritic, all one word, you can head over there. You can, if you're not already a part of the server, you can drop a $10 pledge, and I'll get you access to the server, and you'll be allowed to cast your votes. I'm taking probably between 20 to 30, maybe 40 if there's a lot. I don't think we'll get quite that far up, but yeah, I've got about 20 to 30 open spots, and those of you that are already in the server, you can pop in there right now, drop your votes. The rules are already listed in the channel. Those of you who want to maybe drop in a couple of coins to see your album get Fimi'd, feel free, go ahead. That's patreon.com/TeRockCritic.
And that's patreon.com/rocked.
Just a quick thing. Somebody's saying that there's a task
It's
manager
short.
live
Just
on
type in
Steam.
ARTV. It's less to remember.
Sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I just screwed up the whole stream because I have my task manager up there watching the stats. It's going away soon.
All right.
I
was
see it
like
now.
watching
Oh.
the CPU outputs. Sorry, guys, I blew it, but we still saw faces, and this was halftime. I'm allowed to make 6 at halftime. That's when we regroup
That's
and
true.
do the game plan. Okay, you guys ready?
I'm
for
still
the
not-
super chat?
Everyone is saying Voltorb has rights.
He does.
That's all right.
You know what? As long as Voltorb doesn't request AJR, okay.
Voltorb would
Yeah.
never request AJR.
I think that's fair.
Okay.
He's
That's-
had to
Voltorb
listen to him
requests all
enough
sorts of
already.
really rare
Yeah.
power violence albums.
Okay.
Okay.
I could do that, I guess. Sure.
Yeah.
All right, guys, back into the fray. We're gonna go through the super chats.
All right.
Gonna try to keep these brief to go through more of them. If
Yes.
we don't know of a band or artist or album, we're gonna say we don't know. We appreciate the super chats anyway. It's just we don't want to give a voice on something if we don't know it or not. So let's check it out. From Brandon Barenfeld, thoughts on the band May, M-A-E. I do not have enough of an opinion.
I don't either.
Okay.
Crash and I, then.
Crash
I
and
have
John?
opinions.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
On
let's go.
3.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Thumbs up
So
big
nice.
time. Okay, 30
Nice.
seconds each.
Crash is giddy.
Yeah, 30 seconds each. Crash, why does May get the thumbs up?
May is quite possibly my favorite Christian band ever. They are just, if you don't count stuff like U2 or stuff that's like Cloudy, like May is pretty straightforwardly Christian.
Yo,
But
yeah.
since I don't have a lot of time, I'll just say the Everglow. The Everglow, the Everglow, the Everglow. Look up the Everglow, listen to it, and thank me later. It is
That's their second album, right?
their second album.
Yeah,
yes.
that's a good. Yeah.
That is an absolutely classic record, one of the best records of its time, and I don't know. May is also one of those bands that is so experimental. You can't even pigeonhole them. Just please listen to the Everglow. Since I don't have time, that's all I can say. Listen to the Everglow.
And John?
The person that requested this is actually one of my patrons, and
Mine too.
he told me that he
Yeah,
was going to request this in the Rock
I
Coliseum.
recognize him too. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Brandon.
So he suggested that I check out May leading up to this, and I did. And like Crash said, their first album was good, I thought, but
It's
I've
okay.
listened. I've listened to the Everglow twice, I think, all the way through, and I really enjoyed it. Like they've got, I really like the vocal harmonies that I noticed on a lot of the tracks.
Yeah,
Really good.
Again, they're a very pretty band in that Coldplay respects.
And
They're
I think
very-
the vocals, I have to say, I think Adam Young, Owl City, was inspired by May. Honestly.
Absolutely. That's to say, yeah.
time.
If you want the good version of Owl City,
like the rockier version, I guess.
Yeah.
The
But yeah,
gritty
thumbs up.
May. Yeah. Awesome. Okay. Very good. Good suggestion. From the second one from Brandon Barenfeld also, thoughts on Silver Sun pickups.
Okay.
I have thoughts. I have
I have
thoughts.
thoughts.
Okay. So everyone has an opinion on 3. 1, 2, 3.
It's kind of a light. I'm with
I
you.
gotcha.
I'm with you, Mark. It's
Okay.
kind of a light. But
Yeah.
I'll go first because I'm on the same thing. I've reviewed many Silver Sun Pickups albums. I think their best days are behind them, and they are not the best live band. However, they are a studio band in my opinion, and Swoon and Better Nature hold up so strong, and Lazy Eye and everything like that too. But still, Swoon was the one that really hooked me hard. They're so great at writing not only a unique melody, but a bridge that goes on for 2 minutes and can just swing you in. So I say get the thumbs up. So, John, why don't you go next? Because Crash and Mark were kind of like, a little bit.
Yeah,
John, why do you
yeah.
give a
Yeah,
thumbs
that's
up
fair,
on Silver
that's
Sun
fair.
Pickups?
I've been with Silver Sun pickups pretty much.
Silver Sun Pickups, yes.
Sounds like a
Stick 'em up.
robbery.
It's a Silver Sun.
Silver Gun Stick-Ups.
Yes. That's the
great
cover
parody
band.
name.
That's the cover band.
Okay,
Yes.
there we go.
Oh, I've been with them pretty much from the start. I really enjoy Carnivus and Swoon.
Yeah.
Lazy Eye is a damn classic. But I enjoyed Neck of the Woods, which was a more divisive album. I wasn't crazy at all about Better Nature that came out in 2015. But their most recent album was actually better than I expected it to be. And there were some really good songs on there, like Freakazoid and It Doesn't Matter Why. So I'd say they may be on the upswing again. You never know.
Well, hopefully, maybe so. So, Crash, why don't you go? Why do Silver Sun Pickups get the thumbs up?
I would say they get the thumbs up because some of the singles that they put out are absolutely phenomenal. Some of their early and a lot of their earlier work, again, Swoon is undeniable. We'll stick up for that album big time. But they're a band that they have better pieces than they do wholes. Like a lot of their best work is done in a few really strong songs here and there.
Yeah.
But apart from Swoon, I wouldn't say there's an album of theirs that front to back just have to have. And like they've definitely lost some of their luster as the years have gone on. I listened to their most recent album that they put out this year and I couldn't tell you a damn thing about it.
Oh.
I kind of hope it doesn't get requested or anything. Let's just say this is early. But
Okay.
I don't, they've had some good stuff. So
Okay. Mark, why do they get kind of the thumbs up? Still thumbs up.
I reviewed their last album. I was not a fan of it at all, as John knows. And here's the thing. I like Silver Sun Pickups. I think they get way too much shit from a lot of critics who just want to say they're derivative of Smashing Pumpkins, which I don't think is fair
I
at
don't
all.
see that.
No.
And I
Oh,
also think-
really?
I also
That's
think he
garbage.
completely misunderstands their influences,
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
especially given all the post rock they bring in. I like a lot of their more electronic leaning stuff. I'm one of those weirdos who actually likes that side of them, and they need a good producer.
Yeah.
My God,
Yes,
my
If
God.
there's a band
Oh
that
my
needs a
God.
good producer,
Yeah.
it's them.
Oh, yeah.
Otherwise, they've got good albums, but as I agree with Crash, they work better in pieces. But to get that album, put them over the top, get a producer who knows what the hell they're doing.
Jackknife Lee is
Right.
not it for them.
Yeah,
I
it's just
agree.
not- it's either
Yeah,
not
I
a match
agree.
or it's
I
never going to
agree.
be a match. I agree.
Not
So-
Jackknife Lee, not Butch Vig either. No.
No, not Butch Vig.
Butch
No.
Vig is no.
Okay.
No.
Great.
They could be better fits.
Great ones. Okay. From Brandon Barenfeld, I know Crash's answer on this. Thoughts on Hurt?
Oh, yeah. Do any of you guys even
I don't
know
have
about-
enough. Okay, so
Okay,
Crash,
yeah.
thumbs up, thumbs
And-
down.
Oh, yeah, big thumbs up.
Okay,
Huge
let's keep
thumbs
this
up from
30 seconds. Go for it.
Hurt are the most underrated and overlooked band of the post-grunge new metal movement, and it's a shame because their stuff was something transcendent of that genre. It gets lumped in with a lot of those bands, but at the same time, Jay Lauren, the lead guy behind that band, he's a multi-instrumentalist. He plays a lot of violin. He puts a lot of classical arrangements into his sort of melodies, and you wouldn't think that would work for material this dark and this kind of new metal, I have problems, kind of, you would think that would be a disaster, but it's amazing. It's
Okay.
worth digging up. Worth digging up.
Fair enough. And from Brandon Barenfeld, Thank you, Brandon. Thank you, John.
Yeah,
Thank you, John, for helping me get here first. Here's a reward for you. Everyone's thoughts on My Chemical Romance.
Oh, okay.
I believe we already did this one, so we'll keep this super brief. On 3. 1, 2, 3.
Come on.
Yeah, hard. Thumbs
Come
up.
on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Get that together.
I don't need to give a reason. If you've seen anything that I've ever posted on my channel, you know.
I mean, sames.
Get your crap together, guys, and get back together. That's what we want.
No, I don't. I don't want them to get back together.
I do.
I don't.
I'll have 2 quick things I'll say here.
Sure.
One, nice to see Fantano giving Black Parade some real respect.
Thank you.
I saw that. Yeah,
I
that
did
actually
too.
was something I really respected. Number 2, and this is the thing that I kept on hearing rumors. Apparently, Joe Jonas has inside information surrounding if and when my MCR will reunite.
Nah, that was Frank Iero cleared that up on stage.
See,
I would take Frank over Joe Jonas.
No.
Absolutely. He saw Frank, and Frank is not all of MCR.
All right.
Yeah.
Fair enough. So that was a good one from Toon Dude 10. Peppa Pig, my first album.
Oh.
Is that rock?
I didn't hear it.
Yeah,
I don't
rock.
think it's rock. I don't think it counts.
No.
Thank you for the super chat. I'm just gonna take that as a free super chat.
Yeah, I was about to say, just take the money and run.
That's a
Peppa
gimme.
Pig.
That's a gimme.
Peppa Pig.
I'm not on Twitter right now, but I heard that Iggy Azalea was beefing with Peppa the Pig.
Oh, she would.
Yeah.
Iggy. I don't know what you're on, but stop it.
She's really desperate.
I guess.
Yeah, they released an album on the same day. That's what it was.
And she's going to lose to
Peppa
her.
Pig stole her thunder.
Peppa Pig stealing the thunder.
If you're losing to Peppa Pig, your career.
blew it.
Yeah, so stay
You
tuned for that
done.
Rap Gone Wrong episode.
John, don't do that to yourself.
Yeah,
Me and
I
Mike
haven't heard
Seatown were
that.
talking about reviewing the Iggy Azalea album. No.
From Brandon Barenfeld. Thoughts on the band Copeland?
Oh,
Don't know
wow,
Noah.
it's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while for me
Yeah.
too. Ooh.
Crash, you in with me on this one?
I could go in with you on this.
Okay. On 3. 1, 2, 3.
Boom.
Okay, strong thumbs up. So, John, why don't you go first? 30 seconds.
I'll take even less than that. It's been a long time. I remember enjoying some of their songs in high school, and they're like a Christian-ish
Christian
band. Christian band, definitely
very
Christian
band. Yeah.
Like a few other songs. They were on like a Christmas compilation album, and I like their cover.
Yeah.
So that's about all I can say.
Okay, Crash.
God, I wish. Again, it's been a yawn for me too since I've even thought about Copeland. But the only thing I need to say is, look up the song "Your Love Is a Fast Song." Look up the album that is off of. God, I hate that I can't remember it. But yeah, look up the song "Your Love Is a Fast Song," then listen to that album, and you'll get some fun out of it. You'll get some good Christian emo-ish early 2000s fun out of it. Copeland were an all right band.
Awesome. Very good. So, from Toon Dude 10, Rammstein's self-titled album.
You mean the new one?
The new one, if I'm correct.
The new
I
one,
heard it.
Yeah, that's their newest.
I haven't
I've
heard
heard
it.
it too.
I haven't heard it.
Okay,
well, I've heard it, but I don't have much. So I'll sit this one out.
I'm kind of in the same boat. Mark,
yeah.
do you want to do one really quick?
Okay.
I get asked about it, but I don't know why.
Okay, so-
it's Rammstein. Like, you know exactly what you're gonna get
Yes.
with this band.
I
It's
mean,
sort of chugging and
you know?
a couple of songs are decent. Otherwise, I don't care.
Okay, I would say the thumbs down because it is just, it's not even so much their stuff rehashed, it's just stretched out. It's just the same repetitive lyrics, the same long beats. And I like Rammstein, but this was their comeback and this was it? No, thumbs down.
Yeah.
Just nothing special,
Unfortunate.
nothing fancy. Does this album die in the Coliseum? It dies a very perverse, gross death in front of everyone from an onstage antics from Rammstein. I don't know how, but something very vulgar and very obscene that I probably won't say on this live stream because they'll get demonetized.
But the thing is that I don't even see that. It doesn't feel that edgy. Like, once you hear a Pharmacon album, Rammstein, it kind of feels like the kids' version of Industrial.
Okay, well,
touche.
True, but you're also really jumping up the ladder there a little bit.
True, but at the same time, most industrial fans at this point, if you're getting into industrial music now, then you're not
true.
Yeah,
Same way.
Give me Three Teeth if I'm going to listen to industrial. That's a new band. That's great.
Yeah. See, Rammstein are kind of baby's first industrial band, especially at this point.
Same thing with Nine
Inch
Inch Nails, let's be
Yes.
real.
I mean, yeah, let's real talk, but they're a band that can help new people get into it and find better stuff. But
Yeah.
Okay. From AJ Kami, I apologize if I'm not pronouncing the name correctly. From AJ, Iron Maiden.
Ooh,
Okay.
haven't we done this one before?
I think we
Yeah,
did this
we-
one.
yeah,
We
we
did a
definitely
band
done
versus
that.
band.
Why don't we
one.
just do
Oh,
a
okay.
We'll
thumbs
do it
up?
really quick. One,
Okay, yeah, this is
two,
quick.
three.
Come on.
Hard thumbs up. Seventh son of a
Hard.
seventh son gets a thumbs
Hard
up for
thumbs
life
up.
now.
Yeah.
We don't even need to give reasoning on that one.
Yeah, I
We
mean,
did talk pretty extensively.
Yeah, we
on
did
the band
talk.
versus- This was the band versus band episode of it, so thank you for that one, though.
Yeah.
From Hailstrike, Amaranth.
Nope.
I've heard some of their stuff, but I don't think I can't give a very educated.
Okay.
So I'll say
I can. I'll just do this one really quick. Thumbs up, barely, because they have
Same.
fallen by the wayside over the past few years, losing band members. And this most previous album was such just an afterthought. It is so non-existent. They might as well not even put it out. But still, I still say thumbs up just barely because they do have the talents. Elise is great. The Screamer is great. It's just, I feel like
See,
now-
I'm going to go thumbs down on this. I put them in the same category as I do Delane. I just find their music just to be so forgettable. Like
Okay.
it just is not. They are the epitome of a second or third tier band in that specific subgenre of metal. It does not click.
Okay. So we have a split. So how does Amaranth get smacked around?
Irrelevancy.
Yeah, I don't know. Who knows how to say it? It's
Smacked
just
into irrelevancy.
yeah, you don't matter anymore. Backhand.
Yeah.
That's still better than some of the other deaths we thought of.
Yep.
From Hailstrike,
Yeah.
Sonata Arctica.
I'll have to
know
sit
enough.
this one out. I haven't heard
Nope.
enough myself.
Mark.
Nope.
I do, but
You don't necessarily
it's
want
been a
to.
while since I've heard a
Okay.
Sonata Arctica album. Jeez, I think that was stuff I listened to in high school when I was looking for more like symphonic
Yeah.
metal.
They're still around.
Yeah,
They're still
I
around.
barely know
Barely.
anything about him. So
Thumbs up, but barely.
Okay.
They had their moments. Like they're a band that I think has their moments in terms of that sound, but I've never thought they put together a classic album. I think they get overhyped by a certain subset of their fans, and that gets really annoying. But like, I can't hate them. They're not. They're middle of the pack. They are a defiantly middle in the pack band, and what bugs me is they've not taken that additional step to be better.
okay, fair enough.
Okay. Yeah.
So well said. So thank you for the pledge on that one. From Brandon Barenfeld. Thank you again, Brandon. Thoughts on the war on drugs?
Oh, okay.
I can actually do that.
I can too.
I don't have enough myself.
Yeah,
so
I don't think I have enough.
Yeah, I
because
know.
I've only heard one
So,
album. So.
Okay, yeah. So Mark and Crash on 3. 1, 2, 3.
This is shocking, but
Really?
Thumbs up and thumbs down. Okay. So Mark, 30 seconds. Thumbs up. Why?
Lost the Dream is one of the best albums of 2014. Deeper Understanding is one of the best albums of 2017. The
That's
stuff
the
they
one
did
I
with
heard.
Kurt
That's the
Vile
one I
leading
heard, too.
into this is really impressive. I like the embrace of 80s Americana with more of the shoegaze textures. The writing is underrated, and I think they have some of the best melodies that are coming out of that era in a long time. And Red Eyes is a classic song. One of the best indie rock songs of the
Time.
decade.
Perfect timing. Okay, Crash, why do they get the thumbs down?
God help me, I just don't get the hype. Like, I don't dislike War on Drugs necessarily. Their 2017.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2017.
Yeah, their 2017 album. Well, they came out with an album in 2018, right?
No.
There was one like no.
No, one 2017, one 2014.
Okay,
it
I
was
might
like
be
the
thinking.
ending
Oh,
of
I might be
then I
thinking
think I might have heard the 2014 one. Then.
Yeah, I think I might be thinking. I remember I heard.
Whoa, Crash, you cut out.
Crash, you cut
There
out.
you go. Can you
Oh, I
repeat,
did?
repeat the last sentence?
Okay, I caught like their first album,
Okay.
and because I heard a lot of hype. It's fine. It's got some good melodies on it. It didn't wow me, but it's something that I did enjoy. Their second album just kind of bored me. I did not find a lot on there that made me want to come back to it. Like I would listen to it time and time again, and nothing stick. And the thing is, like, I remember the hype for the first album being huge. Second album comes out, no one cares.
Okay.
I don't know.
So how does the war on drugs get smacked around in the Coliseum? I'll let you
Their
decide
name.
that.
Their name, yeah. Their name is very
They
bad.
have a bad name.
They have a bad name.
They're forced to
And
rename and rebrand everything they've ever done.
Yeah,
No,
it's
they-
sort of like
they-
what Viet Cong did with turning into preoccupations.
Oh, yeah. See.
Okay.
I say they get forced to make a concept album based around Dare.
All those
got it.
forced education
We got it.
classes we all had to go through.
Yep.
That's the best thing I've heard all night.
Drug
There we go.
abuse resistance education. Oh my gosh, we had to remember so much.
Yep.
I had a
Thanks, Nancy
t-shirt. I had a
Reagan.
t-shirt that said Dare on it.
Oh, I did
So
too.
did I. Everybody had that T-shirt. Man.
See, I
Oh,
was
yeah.
Canadian. I didn't get that.
Well,
Yeah.
you did not
Oh.
miss out, sir.
And now weed is legal in Canada.
We're getting there.
bastard.
I don't smoke, but
again,
at the
we
same
are-
time, we're getting there state by state. So
I live in the Bible Belt. It's
Yeah.
gonna be a while.
Missouri now has medicinal. So
I'm just glad I live close to Illinois.
yeah, there you go. From Patrick, DJ Khaled versus Kid Rock.
That's not even rock.
I saw this one. Oh. Who was
Patrick?
first? Do you want to do
DJ
it?
Patrick, are you okay?
DJ Khaled versus Kid Rock? Okay, I can
Yes.
do this.
But it's
I'll
not
do
even
this
rock
too.
though.
It's not. Very quickly. For DJ Khaled, 1, 2, 3. Okay.
I guess I'm with Mark on this
Yeah.
one. I don't know.
For Kid Rock, 1, 2, 3.
God, this feels so dirty. So dirty. So dirty.
I'm not
So
on either.
dirty!
I'm staying
Let's
out
just
'cause I don't
move.
know
Let's
about
just
you.
move on. It
Okay,
didn't happen.
Move on,
so Kid
yeah.
Rock dies in the Rock Coliseum. How does Kid Rock die?
Same
We already
way.
decided.
Same way as
He
before.
drowns in his cheap beer with the car, with the fireworks and the boat. There we go.
Yep.
Thank you,
Speedboat.
Patrick. From Sean Morton. Hi guys, just want to say thanks for all the content you guys make. As for my request, how about Seven Dust?
Oh.
I'm
Okay.
in on this one.
I'm going to recuse myself from this. I don't know Seven Dust quite as well.
Okay.
fine.
John and Crash.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good.
I'm into.
Kind of familiar. Yeah.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
I'll give him a thumbs up. Yeah. Okay.
enough.
I get that though. I get
Okay.
that. Yeah.
John, why don't you go first for thumbs down on Seven Dust?
How I discovered this band is interesting because they put out an album called Next in the mid 2000s.
Oh, yeah.
And there are some good songs on there. I don't I'm not super against them. It's
No, I
just
got
maybe
it.
more so not for me, I guess.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
But
That's fair.
I discovered them because they have a song called Ugly, and I was looking for a different song called Ugly by the X's, and they came up.
Yeah.
And it was like back in like the LimeWire days, and like the
Yeah,
titles
that's
had been
really
switched.
old school.
And I was like, this doesn't sound like the one I heard on the radio.
Of all the things you could have accidentally found on LimeWire, you lucked out
Yeah.
at least.
That's true. It could have been
Yeah.
a lot worse. So,
Okay.
but yeah, and I've listened to some of their albums. I got a friend that's really pretty into them, and I went to see them live with them. They're pretty good live, but I'm just not that into them.
Fair enough. Crash, why did they get the thumbs up?
I would say, you come from a good sort of point here, John, because, your introduction was Next. Not one of their better
Yeah, I
albums
agree.
necessarily.
Yeah.
Not an introductory album for sure. But at the same time, Seven Dust, they are one of those veterans from the nu metal days that actually were able to survive that period. God bless them for their longevity, if absolutely
Yeah.
nothing else. But at the same time, they did put out some good music, and they have continued to pump out, if not like the best stuff the genre can offer. They've stayed consistent, and they're great live, and they deliver for their fan base. Like, Seven Dust fans are like Rush fans. They're not going
are.
anywhere. And the
Really?
band has worked.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, dudes, that's
All
Seven
5
Dust-
same members of the band have stayed for the entire duration of their band.
Which is impressive. I do like that about them. I always admire them.
Oh, yeah. About to say, like, Seven Dust, they aren't one of those bands you definitely... They got a fan base, and they know how to keep them happy, so respect.
For me, like, my introduction to Seven Dust was Home when I was in
See,
junior
yeah,
high
there
or,
you
like,
go.
6th
That's the
grade,
one.
and
That's
that's,
the
top shelf Seven Dust. So I was
That's
sold
good
since then.
Seven Dust.
And Animosity, which I loved.
Animosity.
Yeah,
is
that
like
was.
their
I remember
best,
liking
yeah.
that one.
Yeah.
They had a
Animosity's
lot
good.
of, not duds, they just had a lot of the same filler style albums in the late 2000s and then on. They've actually picked it up a little bit for the last couple albums in these last few years. But so I also echo they were an excellent live band and they tour like crazy and support their fans. So I'm thumbs up hard for that. So some of us gets thumbs up. I get why it's not for everyone though. I think that's a fair way to say it. So,
exactly.
Okay. So going on from Toon Dude 10, Silosis. Have never heard of that.
No,
Thank you for the super chat. We don't know enough about Silosis.
Yeah.
From Brandon Barenfeld, thoughts on the Raven Age?
Ooh, I can do this one.
I'm gonna review.
I can do just enough, so Crash and I.
Okay.
We'll try to keep this one short. 1, 2, 3.
Boom.
Yep, me too. They have so much promise and potential.
Absolutely.
Despite the lineage of who their father is of a certain band member, you take the Iron Maiden comparison out, they have a lot of potential in the guitar work and everything else. Crash?
Their newest album totally slaps. I see very good things. Yeah, in these guys' future. Definitely check that out. I believe it's called Conspiracy. Dig that one up, guys. That one's kind of flying under the radar.
It's worth hearing, for sure.
It's worth picking up, for sure.
That was a good one. From Professor Zoom, which is a great name, thoughts on the Wonder Years?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I can do this one.
Okay.
Yeah. That
1,
mixes it up.
2, 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
Awesome.
Figured
Mark,
as
why
much.
don't you go first?
The album that nobody apparently liked except me made my year-end list last year.
Really?
You did, I gave it a 4 out of 5.
I love Sister Cities. Like it to me is the I liked it more than their album before this. It's
See,
not better
that's
than it's not better than Suburbia. Like it's not better than the 2011 album, which I think is their best. But Sister Cities is to me a great album. I think it plays really well. The title track's phenomenal. I think the writing has taken a considerable step up. Great band. In terms of what they're doing for this side of pop punk and emo, really impressed.
Oh yeah, they're doing good things for the genre.
For sure. John, why did they get the thumbs up?
I really like their more emotive sides. I really like their more catchy side. The Greatest Generation's probably my favorite album from them personally, just because that was my first album with them. But I've really enjoyed pretty much everything that they put out since then. I mean, I really liked Sister Cities too, but I also liked No Closer to Heaven. I think one of their best songs, Cigarettes and Saints, is on there. So
I like No Closer to Heaven also.
Yeah, same here.
Crash, why did they get the thumbs up?
See, again, I want to stick up for Sister Cities too, but the problem is it's one of the weaker albums in very strong catalog.
If that's your
only thing, the only thing these guys have against that album has going against it is just the fact that everything else they've done has kicked so much ass. It's just hard to compare. But yeah, Wonder Years are in that same vein as like Pup and other bands that are in the post-punk. Is that what you'd call it? Or
I call it more emo, like the third wave.
Yeah, I'd call them more. I don't think they sound much like Pup.
Yeah, exactly. I'd say in this wave, I'd say they're doing some of the better stuff you can find in this evolution of the genre. And Closer to Heaven. Don't know why it slipped me there for a sec, but yeah, No Closer to Heaven is probably my favorite album. The best they've done, even if it is horrifyingly depressing. It's so good.
Yeah, very depressing.
No Closer to Heaven is my personal favorite as well. That's like I was right before then when I got introduced to the Wonder Years, but that was the first album I heard from them that I started going back to their older stuff. I can never remember the singer's name. I mean, the growl.
Oh, Cardinals?
Yeah,
Cardinals. Cardinals is amazing.
The volume on his voice seals the deal on what he can deliver. And hearing it live, too, it's not just a production thing. He has that talent and ability. So, really briefly, I echo a lot of these sentiments. The Wonder Years, even at their worst, they're still solid. And Cardinals, I mean, he is so talented. He could carry just the most basic 4-chord melody and make it a brilliant song.
They're one of those bands, though. I have a hard time classifying anything as their worst.
Same here. Yeah. It's it's difficult.
The only thing I can't stand. Pop punk? Are you really going to shoehorn them into that? I would agree. More emo side than
emo. Emo rock. Emo rock.
Okay, emo rock, fine too, but like some people try to shoehorn them into the Warped Tour scene with pop punk, and like
they've transcended that. They've transcended that.
They've transcended that for sure. Absolutely.
I would put them in a similar categories like Def Havana.
Yeah,
That's a
there
good
you go.
comparison.
Okay.
That's a good comparison.
Okay.
Yeah.
It really irked me when Fantano reviewed that album, No Closer to
That
Heaven.
bugged me.
That bugged the hell.
Same
He
here.
didn't even
I
mention
didn't see that
Cigarettes
one.
Insane.
Yeah.
I think he gave up after he heard Sister City. He's like, no, I don't. This is not my thing.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna blast through these a little bit quicker now, so
Okay,
thank you guys
yeah.
again. So, from Patrick, Animal Collective versus The OCs.
Okay.
I can't
either.
Yeah,
Mark?
I have to abstain.
Animal Collective, but only barely.
Okay.
I have issues with Animal Collective that we do not have time to talk about.
Okay, fair enough. The OCs dies in the Rock Coliseum, devoured by animals in the Animal Collective.
Yeah, good enough.
Sure.
Fair. Okay. Thank you, Patrick. Brandon Barenfeld, Linkin Park versus Bring Me the Horizon.
Oh, this is
Oh,
easy.
come
Easy.
on.
Yeah.
Easy peasy.
That's
Easy peasy.
unfair advantage to one. So,
Yeah.
on 3. Linkin Park, 1, 2, 3.
Come on. You
Yeah.
knew that wasn't fair.
Come on.
And I like Bring Me the
Come on.
Horizon.
I do
would
too,
say
but it's
that
not
is
even close,
brutal.
though.
It's
Yeah,
not
it's
even
not even-
close.
It's the
No
St.
way.
Louis Cardinals versus the drunk beer league team down the street that practices on
Versus
Sunday
your dad's
mornings.
drunken softball team.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Not fair. So Bring Me the Horizon has to die against Linkin Park at the Coliseum. How does Bring Me the Horizon die?
Unsold
Thrown to the
copies.
house.
Sold
Yeah,
out.
crushed them.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Unsold,
unsold
yeah.
copies of their latest album, which is unfortunate, but that's
And
a
I
lot.
like songs off that last album.
I do too. I'm with Mark on that one. I
Yeah,
like
I think I
Domino.
liked it the least out of all 4 of us, but at the same time, I was not expecting it to bomb like it did.
Yeah,
It really
exactly.
tanked on the charts.
They made a
It
lot of
really
money on
did.
their
Surprised
tour,
by that,
though.
too.
Their tour sold like crazy, though, so they made good money on this tour. So good for them.
Surprising.
I thought that was weird too, but they did really well with this tour, so good for them.
Yeah.
From Toon Dude 10, Bullet for My Valentine versus Trivium.
Oh, again. not
Come on.
fair.
That's Bullet for My Valentine, obviously.
Okay. Okay,
Get up, John.
the second
Round.
place drunk beer league team is stepping up to the bat now.
The runner-up champs for the beer league
Yes.
trophy.
For Bullet for My Valentine, 1, 2, 3. Trivium, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, easily. Technical
on.
skill, creativity. I don't know what else I could even say. Anything? Anyone
Yeah.
else have anything? Is it
Nope.
worth it? How does
Nope.
Bullet for My Valentine die in the Rock Coliseum?
I don't know. The curb stomping we just gave them is pretty good.
Yeah.
That's
You
true.
know,
Just
guys,
having to.
I don't know. I don't have a specific punishment in mind, but I feel like Trivium should determine the sin in the sentence.
Ooh, maybe we could throw them in
But,
waves. No?
Ooh, there it is. There
Drowned
it is.
in waves.
There it is.
Get it all out of your system, gentlemen. Hey, just
Pun
get it
game
all
strong.
Yes. From Toon Dude 10, Howard Jones versus Jesse Leach, both singers of Killswitch Engage.
Okay.
Ooh,
That's
okay.
tough.
That's a good one. That's a good
Okay.
one.
Does everyone have an opinion?
I do.
I think so.
yeah.
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 Okay, on 3. Not on
For who?
3. Howard Jones. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Okay.
And I'm on Jesse Leach. I'll go first.
Okay.
Howard Jones' singing ability is so strong, even with Light the Torch. Powerful, masterful stuff. I think the music is better written, and just the delivery is better with Jesse. It's by a hair. Do not take that as me disliking Howard Jones in any way. That's all I have to say. I mean, it's
Understandable.
by the most minimal, bare bones bump up, and I say Jesse Leach for writing this. The songs are more memorable
I
for
feel
me in
that.
that way. So
I totally feel that.
Crash, why don't you go? Why does Howard Jones get the thumbs up?
I'm kind of the same way. I do think Jesse is a better songwriter at the end of the day, but man, just a powerful vocalist. Just you cannot deny some of the performances he gives on End of Heartache, As Daylight Dies, even their second self-titled, which does get kind of overlooked. Even that album has its strong cuts, but Jesse Leach is a better writer. He does seem to have good chemistry with the band, but man, you just can't deny Howard. And plus, like the chemistry those guys had together, none of Howard's solo stuff or his other projects have ever amounted as well as Killswitch, and Killswitch themselves haven't gotten back up to that same level they were with Howard. So yeah.
Fair enough. John, why does Howard Jones get the thumbs up?
Take it with a grain of salt because I'm not like the biggest Killswitch fan or anything. But for me, it's more so been I'll give it to you. I think some of the songs with Jesse have been better written, but Howard's vocals for me are what hooked me. I remember I was playing Burnout Revenge, and they had a song. They had a song on there, and it just that's what hooked me on it. I knew Howard first, and then I learned later that Jesse had been the original vocalist, and then came back later on. So I guess I'm just nostalgically attached to Howard.
Okay, fair enough. And Mark, why does Howard Jones get the thumbs up?
I probably have the least amount to say, given that I'm not the biggest Killswitch fan at all. But I remember Howard Jones showing up on a With Him Temptation album, and he absolutely kicked ass.
I remember that too.
Yep.
That was a good song.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough. So, unfortunately, Jesse Leach does have to die in the Rock Coliseum, which is unfortunate. How does he go? Electric chair.
Kicked out of the band again.
Oh, Z, yeah, that'd be cruel.
Yeah. That probably would. Oh man, that probably would destroy him at this point too. Now that they're drawn back on track, trying to get back on track. They have a new album coming out next month, if I'm correct, with Atonement.
Yep, it's coming up soon.
Yep. So okay, fair enough. From Patrick, Methods of Mayhem versus New Metal Vanilla Ice.
Oh, kill me. Oh.
Well, okay.
Neither.
Yeah, I don't even know what to say
Neither
about this.
can we say neither?
Yeah, I abstain. I abstain.
This might be the only one where we appreciate the super chat, but at the same time, I am at a loss at what to say.
You're asking me to pick between puke and shit.
That's part of the risk, guys, when you put in a super chat like that.
Like,
This is not a discussion worthy. Like, none of this was good.
Yeah.
no, none of it. No.
We're gonna move on. Thank you again for the super chat, but now we all feel
thanks.
a little gross. And
See, now I feel dirty, man.
yeah. From Brandon Barenfeld, thoughts on Anathema?
Anathema.
Anathema, is that it? I've never even heard of it.
I haven't either.
I
Same
have,
here.
but I don't know enough to have a good opinion.
Okay.
Thank you, Brandon,
Sorry.
for the super chat. We just don't have enough to say about that one. From Tundu10, Norma Jean. I don't have enough to say on that one.
No,
either.
I know them. I had a friend that was really into that. I don't know them well enough.
I can give a little bit
Okay.
of one.
Give a
Am I the
brief
only one?
Sure, yeah.
I'll give a thumbs up to Norma Jean. I'm not an expert on Norma Jean by any means, but I did follow them a lot in college. I have kept tabs on them lately. Definitely great hardcore ass screaming metal, good shit if you're into that kind of scene. But it's not for everyone. Admittedly, it is not for everyone. But they are good at delivering what they deliver. And they have a new album coming out soon. I'm looking forward to hearing that.
Fair enough. Good thumbs up
Yes.
for that one. Okay. From Brandon Barenfeld, I don't know how well this will go over, but Star Set.
Actually, Luke, you cut out on my
Yeah,
end.
you cut
might
it.
say
Yeah.
that.
I don't know how well this will go over from Brandon Barenfeld, but Star Set.
Yeah, I got one.
You got an
I
opinion?
guess.
Who
I
has
got
an
one
opinion?
too.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know my opinion. I think we've had a brief discussion about this before.
We
off
have.
I
camera.
think we have.
I know how this is
actually.
going to go, and I'm fine with it. So, Star Set on 3. 1, 2, 3. I was aware of the prediction out this already.
Yeah,
so-
I mean,
okay.
Yeah, sorry, man.
It's,
I'll
I mean, it's
I'll be
more
the
here, but
okay.
yeah.
Okay, so I'll go last because I'm the dissenter on this one, just because I am the thumbs up. John, why don't you go first because you were just kind of barely.
Oh, I'm the worst to lead on this. I
Okay.
had so many requests to check them out that I finally did. And it's just one of those things where I listen to their music and I just didn't see the appeal. Like, people are going crazy for this stuff. And I'm like, really? This?
Yeah.
Like this?
Yeah.
Okay,
that's all I got.
Crash. Okay,
I'll-
we'll keep
I'll
these
t-
short. We'll keep these short. Crash.
I can tag mine in really quickly because I feel I got bombarded by requests
Yeah.
for these guys, and when I finally did get around to reviewing their last album,
Vessels.
I just didn't get it. I just
No.
didn't get what the hype was about. And all of the live footage, I usually use live footage for my quickie reviews, as a lot of you guys know. All of the live footage I looked up for them was terrible.
It's all
They-
dark lighting, yeah, because of their costumes and stuff. So.
Well, not only the
You meant the
costume.
sound.
Well, I mean,
but
not
the black
necessarily
lighting.
costumes.
Because
I
if
mean,
you're doing it
they
in clubs,
sound.
yeah.
They sounded, yeah.
Yeah, like
Fair
maybe
enough.
it was the club or the acoustics, but man, they just They don't seem like they're a very good live band either.
Style over substance a little bit, maybe.
A bit. I could see, yeah, a bit.
Yeah.
That was the impression I got for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, Mark, why did they get the thumbs down?
Oh, I reviewed it, and I know you saw the review, I know you saw the review, Luke. It's not for me. This is already a genre of space rock that I like space rock, but this does not do it. When I'm stuck with the very, very high level tier of Arion, and you're working down from there, to me, Starset just does not captivate me. Lyrically, it's not there. I think a lot of the actual synth textures they use don't blend well. I think they have a real mixing problem, and it just doesn't. It doesn't click with me. That's all.
Fair enough. For me, why I give the thumbs up is because, one, I do enjoy some of this space rock style of it. It's much more of not so much a gimmick as it is a real part of their identity. I mean,
totally.
They wrote a novel to go along with their first album, and it connects to the second album, and it's going to connect to the third album coming out this year. I do enjoy the long, stretched out songs with so much atmosphere. Transmissions was my favorite album that year, and I know that's crazy to you guys.
I know. Oh yeah, same here. Again,
I forgot about that.
We hate hurting you like this.
No, it's fine. Hey, I get it. And then Vessels they produced it very differently, and you could tell like a night and day. They flipped the switch on it. At the same time, I still really enjoyed Vessels. For me, Dustin Bates is the way he writes is something different, and I feel that way. And like it is style. It is a very stylized, to be fair, and I get why it's not for everyone. I still love it to death, though. I could go on and on, but I've reviewed both albums that came out so far. So, that being said, I'm aware the Starset has to die in the Rock Coliseum. I let you three decide that because I'm not going to want to have to be a part. I'll just turn away.
Let's make it very quick. Going out the airlock.
Beautiful. I'm for it.
Yep.
Instant freeze into space. Okay. By the way, before we go with this, because we're going to start breezing through more of these, I can love a band. These three gentlemen cannot love a band. Does that affect our friendship? Am I going to lose sleep at night?
Yes. Friendship canceled with Luke.
Yeah,
Mark is my new
He's
best
out of
friend.
the club.
I quit. Yeah.
Guys.
No, of course not, guys. This should be a learning lesson that we can all
Exactly.
disagree.
Everyone out there, like what you like. If you have a significant other that likes a band that you don't, or other way around, who cares? That's fine.
Do you have something you need to say to your girlfriend, Luke? Is this what this was?
Gretchen, I hate Simple Plan. I hate them.
I thought you were going to say Shinedown, and you were about to get a boot in your ass.
Oh, see, yeah.
No, I really
It wouldn't just
like
be from
Shinedown
her
quite a
either.
bit, Yeah.
Shinedown's good.
Yeah, I know. That's true, too. I would never do that.
Yeah.
I really like Shinedown a lot.
I would just like to see you give a thumbs down just to see if she was watching the stream and if she would pop in.
My phone starts ringing.
Oh,
She's there.
crap.
She's there. I
Oh,
just tried in.
Oh!
You guys got me in trouble with my girlfriend. You happy now? Is that what you wanted?
Give him the boot, Gretchen.
Oh, we are all grounded, guys.
Oh,
we are
crap.
all
The
three
next
of us
Sonic
grounded.
Temple,
Sonic
she's
Temple
going to
we're
backhand all of us at the same time. Just... All right, so next, Hailstrike, The Police.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go through this pretty
Yeah.
quickly, but we got an opinion on this. The
Yeah.
Police, 1, 2, 3.
Bam.
Yeah, thumbs up. Wild people do not realize the wildly varied stuff they created too, in my opinion.
Oh, God,
they,
yes.
they were
Oh,
all
yeah.
over the map. So
They were
And
unbelievable.
more of it sucked the landing than you would expect.
yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And Sting still has it, by the way. I just saw him last year.
Still does. I agree.
Okay. Anyone else? Nope. Awesome. Great one. Thank you, Hillstrike. Brandon Barrettfeld. What is everyone's ultimate regret band?
I got a bunch.
Yeah, I mean,
does anyone have anyone they want to throw out? I mean, I already talked about Creed, how I loved My Own Prison, but
I've
looking
already
back,
talked
it's like-
about mine kind of at length. Top 10 new metal bands video way back in the. My
remember
big
that video.
regret band is my big regret brand is Seether. I used to love the hell out of the first two Seether albums.
That first
Disclaimer
one I had,
2. Disclaimer 2 was my jam, guys. But like that was a big album. The older I got, the less it held up. And after about 3 to 4 years, I was like, why do I like this band? Oh, what was
Fair
I
enough.
thinking?
So,
So,
Mark or
for
John,
me,
do you
that
have
band
one
is
to-
Seether.
Yeah, Mark or John, do you have one you want to throw out?
I have one I can defend and one I can't.
Okay.
The one I can defend at least for a period of time, is Simple Plan, because they've got albums in the latter half of the 2000s that did not get hits, but they were big in Canada and they had a couple decent hooks. Like I can tolerate that. The one I can't defend is Hinder.
Ooh,
really?
You went through a Hinder phase.
I never knew that.
I did. About 2005, 2006, I listened to a lot of Hinder.
I remember listening to one album, Welcome to the Freak Show, and thinking, this is the best Hinder album, and I still don't like it.
Yeah, I listened to it briefly, and it was my teenage years. I grew past it, and the funny thing is, I actually met the Hinder frontman in a resort.
Former
was running like a karaoke competition, and that was fun. That's a story for another day.
Okay,
Mark,
John.
one question for you. Mark, why you calling me so late?
Okay, yeah. The next time we get a chance to get together, "Lips of an Angel" is on your karaoke list, young man.
Yes.
All right, I got
Do you want to clear out the bar and have people never come back? Okay.
Oh, man. Who's next?
From Zanman, the story so far.
Ah.
I don't have enough of an opinion, unfortunately.
I do.
I guess I do.
Okay.
I guess I do.
Okay, let's start breezing through these because, just do this.
Yeah,
So, okay.
Yeah, just thumbs up or thumbs down.
Okay, let's do it
yeah.
that way, and then we'll just have any random thoughts, everything we need.
Yeah.
The story so far. I'm out on this one. 1, 2, 3.
I kind of hate to, but
I get why.
yeah.
Sure.
2 to 1. The story so far lives. Anyone want to give any hard thoughts on the story so far?
Can this
Their
band get
first-
interesting at some point?
Their last album was their most interesting.
I agree with it, but I wanted to get more interesting.
Okay. Yeah,
Also-
they're growing. They're growing.
They
They're-
are. Yeah.
Their first album was really, really good, but after that has really been
Okay.
worth paying attention to.
Okay.
Fair enough. Story so far lives. From Patrick, Tesla versus Extreme.
What?
I have a thought on this. I could participate.
I have a thought on one, but not the other, so I can't participate. So.
Same.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Crash.
Well,
You go for it.
I'll make this quick. My vote is for Extreme.
Okay.
Those guys don't have Tesla's career. They don't quite have Tesla's sort of
Chops.
longevity. Yeah, but man, they could play, and they at least got a few hits in.
Okay.
I mean, give them that much credit.
So how
More
does
than
Tesla-
words still slaps.
So how does Tesla die in the Coliseum?
Getting buried in Google search results for cars.
For cars.
Yeah,
I was going to say something
Getting robbed
about.
by Thomas
oh,
Edison.
I was going to
No,
say
they have-
Edison comes back to life just to screw over Tesla again.
There you go. That's good.
So dumb. From Jake, Deep Purple.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm on this
Wow,
one.
it's been a long
This
time.
is
I'm
easy.
gonna. It's
They're
been a long
touring this
time
year
since
too,
I've
by the way.
listened.
Yeah.
They're still around.
I'm gonna excuse myself just because
Okay.
it's been a long time since I've listened
Okay.
to them.
Deep Purple. We'll keep this quick. On 3. 1, 2, 3.
I mean, come on.
Come on, it's
Hard
Deep
thumbs up,
Purple.
yeah.
You
Hard.
have. Yeah, that's.
That bassy beat they always had. Boom, boom, boom.
Also, the albums they're putting out right now are still really good.
Are they?
They're better than they have any right to be.
Yeah.
I'll
They're
definitely give
more
them that.
prog, and I like that.
Yeah,
That's cool.
it's weird. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, good. From Ritty PR, Weezer's Maladroit.
Hey.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Why'd you
Okay.
laugh so much, Lou?
I just was not expecting all the Weezer albums to come out.
Oh, I thought you were gonna have like a really strong,
Dude.
harsh opinion on
No,
it.
no, no, not at all. On 3.
I mean-
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, people.
Oh, yeah.
People who watch my channel know I'm a.
Mark's a little bit on the
Defender.
fence. You got to go one or the other, Mark. One or the other. Thumbs up. Okay. okay.
Barely.
Yeah.
Okay,
Barely?
yeah.
Fair
I
enough.
get where you come. I get.
Okay.
It's not
the
upper
best.
tier Weezer.
Not the best.
I say it's underrated, but I understand why it kind of is underrated. Again, it's damning by comparison. Some of the
Sure.
better Weezer stuff that's out there does make Maladroit look weak in comparison.
I like the
But-
riffs on it.
Yeah, man,
Yeah.
there's some damn nice chunky. And
Dope
again,
Nose
it's an
is-
experimental kind of
Dope
album,
Nose
too.
is so sick still to this day.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I love that track.
I love that song. Yeah.
Fair enough. From Outright Misfit, just a free super chat. Thank you, Outright Misfit. From Jared Stone, the Raconteurs. It was nice seeing John emerge from the ocean in person. Life changing.
Oh my God, that's the person that saw me filming the skit in person for
Jared
my.
Stone.
Oh,
What's up, Jared?
Okay. Anyone have an opinion on the Raconteurs?
Yep.
Hell yeah.
sure, yeah.
1, 2, 3. Really?
Oh,
Coming
okay.
to your apartment very soon, Mark.
Ooh.
Okay. Mark, why don't
I'm
you go
interested to
first?
hear this.
Really quick. We'll do this quick because Mark
They
and
have
John. Okay.
never, ever lived up to their potential. I'm sorry. You know what? When you have, I get the meat and potatoes rock that they're trying to put out, but at the same time, the best thing that they've been able to do is stand up as a comfort food legacy rock act where you have two dueling frontmen that have some interesting chemistry. They've never made enough out of it, and that last album is mediocre.
And by mediocre, we mean one of the best of the year because it's in one of my top 3 places. That's right, ladies and gents.
Not even close.
Very close.
John and Crash, have any other thoughts? I like them fine. The meat and potatoes, I could get filled up on this album. I could get filled
like
up on
them
this album,
fine.
so that's the point.
I kind of see where Mark is coming from, and that a band with much personality should have more personality music. But they're
Their
fine
writing
for
should be interesting.
Yeah, they're fine for what they are, though. You know, as me, I don't have the highest expectations necessarily. I'm not a Jack White stan. I don't lose my mind out over everything the guy does. He's not perfect, but the Recount Tours is a project of his that I
so much hate
actually
mail for
enjoy.
ripping apart
Yeah.
Jack White
Oh no, I'm
like
dead.
that.
I am a dead man because I slandered Senpai Jack White. But. No. The Recount Tour is solid stuff. Even if it should be better, I agree it should be better, but it's okay. I can certainly give it a pass.
Okay. Anyone else, John?
I've said my piece.
Okay, fair enough. That was very well
Fair.
said, and we're going to keep a country between you two for the rest of the time being until we meet again. From Jake, Queensryche.
Which one?
Man,
It just says Queensryche.
it just says Queensryche C. Oh, that's almost impossible.
I only know one
Yeah.
generation, so...
We'll assume the original.
Well, okay, let's assume the original.
Okay,
Yeah.
really quick, because we're at 9:05
Okay.
or 10:05 right now, because we got to go through at least a few more of these. 1,
Okay.
2, 3.
Uh,
Yeah, I'm with Crash.
Kind of
just
light,
barely,
kind of light,
barely,
but
like it's.
yeah.
I have nothing
I mean,
against it. It's
I'll
fine.
get
It's
mine out of the way.
legacy-
I'll
it's
get mine out of the
legacy
way.
Stuff. Yeah, go ahead, Crash.
Yeah, I'll get mine out of the way really quick. Operation Mindcrime and Empire are enough to get a thumbs up from me, just period. Those albums on their own are good enough. I don't know, a lot of their other stuff doesn't really hold up as well as you might think, but I gotta give credit where the
Bingo.
good stuff is. Yeah.
Mark, anything you want to add?
Of the big four prog metal bands, I've long held that Queensryche is the one that is most overrated.
Okay.
That's also coming from a Dream Theater fan, so
Okay,
take
so
that for
yeah.
what it's
A
worth.
little bit different. Yeah.
Grain of salt, grain of
But at
salt.
the same time, like Queensryche has their place in prog metal.
Absolutely.
Jeff Tate is a massive piece of shit.
Agreed. Agreed. I said that.
Okay.
Yeah.
From Outright Misfit, another super chat. Thank you, sir. Just a free one. From Toon Dude 10, Misery Singles. Misery Signals.
Don't know.
I don't know
don't
enough.
know. Yeah,
Okay,
sorry.
thank you, thank you, Toon Dude. Just don't know enough. From Outright Misfit, My Dying Bride versus My Bloody Valentine.
Oh, see, I haven't heard of My Dying Bride.
Yeah, I
Really?
haven't
We're doing
enough.
anything against My Bloody Valentine? Come on.
I mean, it's gonna be MDV.
I go My Bloody
Yeah.
Valentine just by default.
Putting them
So-
against My Bloody Valentine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Ugh.
My Dying Bride dies Kill Bill style, just gets slashed and brutalized,
go.
I guess. Yeah. fair
Ooh.
enough. Yeah, I know. Outright Misfit, Gwar versus Slipknot. That's a very unfair, odd.
Yeah, unfair.
No, it's not. I think that's
Because
actually
they have
interesting.
masks, and one's a pair. Okay. For Gwar, 1, 2, 3. For Slipknot, 1, 2, 3. Hard thumbs up.
Again, this isn't fair at all.
I agree.
but-
So 3-1, fair enough. Mark, you want to have anything you want to add for Gwar?
Gwar is ridiculous, but I've always had a lot more fun listening to Gwar than I ever have with Slipknot. Slipknot's not my thing. I'm probably not. If I ever review the album, I'll explain in a lot more detail why. But Gwar to me is they know what they are. They're goofy. They click for me.
Okay.
Yeah, you cannot deny them that.
Oh,
Absolutely.
of course not. I just gave him a shout out in a video recently. What was it? Something to do with live bands.
I interviewed.
And-
I interviewed.
Oh, yeah,
Gwar
and
after
see
Shock
Gwar
last year. It
live.
was great. Please check out my interview
have
with Gore.
to.
It's ridiculous.
Oh yeah. Oh god. Yeah.
Okay.
You have. Yeah, and you have to see War live. Just
Yes,
period.
I got
Slipknot.
dragged to a show not knowing really much about them, and it was wild.
Man,
the
there you
best.
go.
That's the best way to experience them too.
For mine, they killed Donald Trump on stage and told him to tweet this, and then cut his head off.
They're doing God's work. They really are.
God's work.
I'm still a hard Slipknot fan, though. It gets a thumbs up
I
for
mean,
me. Every
yeah,
even
me
the-
too.
Even the albums that don't hold up as well against the others are still so monumental that I can't say enough good things about it.
Exactly.
And I'm not biased. I thought that before I met Corey Taylor, so no one say that in the comments either. That's not fair.
Yeah. All right, let's do as many super chats in
Let's
a
do it.
row as we
Blast.
can. I always
Yeah,
feel
okay.
bad for
Let's
the ones
blast
that
through
don't.
some
We
of
got to do
these,
as many
yeah.
of these.
Thumbs up,
Okay.
thumbs down, just right
Okay.
through.
Okay.
Let's do this for a few more minutes. From Blender Noob 64, what a name. Cheryl Crow, love all your content.
I got it.
I got an opinion.
Yeah, it's been so long.
It's
Okay.
been a while.
My childhood. It's been a while.
Yeah, I know. 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah,
Yeah.
solid.
I mean,
Okay.
yeah,
She
hate
fell
Cheryl
off,
Crow.
but it's still
Yeah.
good.
yeah,
still.
yeah, absolutely.
From Goku Sun DBZ, the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones.
Okay.
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 Yeah.
I'm out on this one.
Okay.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick
Yeah.
it up. Pick it up.
Yeah.
Got into ska a lot in university. Really like Mighty Mighty Boss Tones.
Elliot?
I mean, yeah,
exactly.
Same
They're-
here. Same
Talk
here.
about a fun band, too.
Yeah, they're so much fun.
From Waterblanc, Caro Caro Bonito.
Oh.
yeah.
I haven't gotten around to them.
I'm out.
I'm out too.
Oh yeah.
I haven't gotten around to them yet.
Me and Mark, we can
Okay,
do
Crash
this.
and Mark. 1, 2, 3.
She's so cute. She's
Hasn't
so
realized their own
cute.
potential yet, but I think they're on the way.
Yeah, yeah. Agreed.
Fair enough. Okay, thumbs up. Good. From the Doctor of Hugonomics, Peppa Pig versus SpongeBob soundtrack.
You're
Oh,
grounded.
come on.
You are grounded. Go to your room.
Yeah.
How old are you, and why are you watching this live stream?
Yeah.
From Outright Miscrit, Cannibal Corpse versus Deicide.
No.
Don't know
I
enough
don't-
Deicide to speak to
I don't
it.
either.
Yeah,
Cannibal...
same with
Yeah.
Deicide. Yeah.
So Cannibal Corpse
I
by
hate to
default,
say
I
that.
guess?
I guess.
Okay.
I guess.
Yes,
Sorry,
even though
Deicide.
Cannibal Corpse are a gimmick, let's be real.
I know, so Deicide dies by cannibalism from Cannibal Corpse.
Yep.
Fair enough. Okay, from Racer24T, expand on Motley Crue versus Poison.
Oh, yeah. This
We
is
did this
fun.
on a super chat that was in the Excel sheet, so...
Expand on it as we're quickly
I know,
going
as we're doing
through.
really quick. Okay, thumbs up for Motley Crue. 1, 2, 3.
Over Poison?
I think-
Over Poison.
No. Okay, for
guess.
Poison. 1, 2,
okay.
3. Yeah. And I'm not really hard on either. It's just...
I'm not either. I
Yeah,
don't
I
care
mean,
that
yeah,
much.
I'm-
Either way.
Okay,
not
I
a
tell you
huge
what. Well,
Motley Crue fan at
if
all.
I'm reminded, or just someone reminds me to do this, ask me to put this on the Excel sheet also, so we could type out a little more.
Yeah, we'll add that
I'll
to the
quickly blow
description.
through right now. Motley Crue is a more authentic band, but that documentary they put out was gross. And that recent documentary, and I'll say this: for as much as Poison is a manufactured product, and they very clearly are, the songs were always better.
Okay.
If you say so, man. If you say
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
Every rose has its thorn can fuck off.
That's
Oh,
a great
good
song.
God.
I'm sorry.
I don't know about that song either. I'm not a...
Nope.
Okay. Anyway, the Doctor of Hugonomics, Talking Heads versus Devo.
Interesting.
That's what I'll actually debate.
Oh
Yeah, that's a hard one to go through.
Oh.
Really quick, because we got to do this quick. Talking
Okay, yeah,
Heads.
oh.
1, 2, 3. Okay. I'm the only Devo. Okay, for Devo,
Well,
I give the thumbs up. Just because, and it's very hard, because I like Talking Heads too, but just Devo, they had so much more than Whippets. Don't,
Yeah, they
Yeah.
did.
I agree.
Guys, do
don't
not
box
sleep.
in Devo on just Whip It, please.
Whip It,
Do
good.
not sleep on Devo. They are so much more than a one-hit wonder. Please dig up the rest of that discography. Ugh.
Okay, so we're gonna keep going. Sorry.
Okay.
From Chocolatesis Productions. I'm sorry if I'm botching that name. What is the worst song you've heard this year? Anyone?
7 Rings.
Oh God, I
Really?
have one. Well, yeah,
Fuck that song.
7 Rings. Oh, yeah. No, that's a shitty one. But actually, I'll probably go into more detail when I release the Fimmy, but one of the albums I'm covering in the Fimmy is Scott Stapp's newest album.
just came
Oh,
out. Yeah.
Yeah, he has a song on there. I don't want to spoil it.
No, no. This is the time you got to talk about it a little.
No, I'll save it for the Fimmy.
All
I
right,
will save it
fair
for the
enough.
Fimmy, but oh my god, this song.
Can you at least give a little rendition of what Scott Stapp sounds like? Because I can't remember.
You dirty
What
trick.
It's been a while. It's been a while since I've heard.
Does he have like a deep voice, John? I don't remember. Maybe.
I don't.
Mark,
Did he
does-
have his
Oh,
arms
come
out or
on.
shut?
It
Shut.
was a little higher than normal.
Can
maybe?
you take him there or?
Ask for the ballad, and because you got my face about it, I gave you the shitty what if. Remember that? That was some human clay
How
shit.
does what if?
I hate that I remember.
You're not even saying words at that point,
That
sir.
sounded like
Was
something.
he, though?
You sound like you're pulling a
Was
hernia
he?
with lifting something really heavy.
You killed everyone's headphones in the chat.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Oh.
from Amaranth Zizani. Hello, she's one of my longtime patrons and fans. Thank you for joining in.
Amaranth, how's it going? Thank you.
Dark Passion Play by Nightwish.
Oh, amazing.
I'm
Yeah,
a thumbs up
yeah.
too.
I'm a thumbs
Yeah.
up. I'm a thumbs up.
Only
Our
heard it
thumbs
once.
up. Yeah.
Good one. Yeah. Boom.
Okay, from IBXCV, The Pretty Reckless versus Dorothy.
Interesting.
That's an interesting
Ooh.
comparison. I get why they're
Okay.
the same fields,
Yeah,
but still.
I don't agree.
I get
but-
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Pretty Reckless. 1, 2, 3.
Again?
Really?
I figured
I
somebody
would've
would
figured
stand
something
up for
too.
that.
It's close. I like
Dorothy.
Pretty
Okay,
Reckless.
So,
okay.
okay, 1, Dorothy. 1, 2, 3.
See,
Unanimous.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. I just saw her live on Sunday. Her voice
Dorothy's
is
on a
sensational.
different tier.
Yeah.
The writing's better.
Yeah, writing is
Agreed.
Her
definitely
delivery,
better.
her
Agreed.
even live
Head
and
and
in
shoulders.
studio, her delivery is just so on point and so
Yeah.
unique. She has something.
Ooh,
So
I
Absolutely.
do enjoy some Pretty Reckless songs.
I do too.
though.
Same
I think The
here,
Pretty
same.
Reckless is great. I think
Yeah.
Taylor Momsen will never get her credit as a guitarist.
Yeah.
And singer. She's a great guitarist too, but she's still Cindy Lou Who, so no one will ever give her enough credit.
And the Gossip Girl.
Exactly.
Or whatever
Yeah,
it
That's
was.
just how it is.
Yeah.
From
Yeah.
Don Halbert, Evans Blue, a Canadian band.
Oh,
Yeah,
God. I was just
I
thinking
can-
about them.
I
remember.
can jump in on Evans
I
Blue.
can jump in too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Anyone? It's all four. Mark, you out?
No, I'm out.
Okay, so 3 of us. Really quick. 1, 2, 3.
I hate to, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay,
They're
okay,
not
so I'm not.
bad. They're not the worst thing ever.
They're not
It's
the
just-
worst. They're
not
just
the
there.
exist. They exist. Exactly. How does
very
Evans
bl-
Blue die in the Coliseum?
Cold, but they're still there.
Yeah.
There you go.
Shivering, freezing to death in the open exposure. There we go. From the Doctor of Hugonomics, Stooges versus MC5.
This is an easy one for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. On 3. 1. Or Stooges. 1, 2, 3.
I mean,
Yeah.
come on.
Yeah.
I was a little
Come
torn,
on.
but yeah, Stooges.
Yeah,
I was thinking, like, eh.
No disrespect to the MC5,
exactly.
but
Kick out the
go-
James, but Stooges.
yeah, man.
You gotta go with Stooges. They had more.
Gotta go with
They had
Stooges,
more.
yeah.
Yeah.
they had way more.
Yeah.
They had raw power. That beats most things.
Yeah.
Yep.
The Doctor of Hugonomics, Replacements versus Minutemen.
Ooh.
Oh,
I'm out.
Can't do
Oh.
that one.
I'm
that's
Yeah,
cheeky.
I'm out too.
That's cheeky as fuck.
Okay, Crash and Mark. 3. 1 or for the Replacements. 1, 2, 3.
Really? Okay,
Minutemen
okay.
gets the thumbs up. Okay.
Yeah,
Any specific
yeah,
reason
Minutemen.
why? Very quick.
Double nickels on the dime.
Double nickels on the dime.
Okay.
Yeah,
How does
again.
Replacements die in the Coliseum?
Tim.
We
beats
don't.
them.
We give them a
They-
saving throw. We save them.
Okay, there we go.
Okay.
There we go. Yeah, I like that better.
From Goku-san TBZ, Unsun.
Don't know them.
I don't know him.
Unsung.
Thank you,
yeah.
Goku-san. Yeah.
Sorry,
From
dude.
Tom Randall, Foo Fighters from Wasting Lights onward. So
Oh.
later era Foo Fighters.
Okay.
Wasting Light alone is.
Yeah. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. I
Even
still say
though
thumbs up.
I wasn't the biggest fan of their most recent album,
Nor was I.
I wasn't either.
No.
You know,
That was
Wasting
not the
Light.
best. I
is
think we were all
good.
the same, but yeah, I still say
Yeah.
they're still up top. There's still a thumbs up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hard for me to dislike them.
See, yeah, exactly.
But Wasting a Light is my favorite album from them. So if that's in the discussion, maybe if it was not Wasting a Light and the albums after that, I would have been a little more mixed. But Wasting a Light's in there, so
there you go.
You guys got a couple more minutes to do a few more, like 3 or 4 more minutes?
Sure,
Yeah, sure.
I'm good.
Okay,
I'm
sure.
good.
Let's just give
Give it a few more.
okay. $1 message retracted. Thank you. Outright
Thanks for retracting.
Okay.
Outright misfit. Nails. I'm out.
Okay.
Don't have enough background.
No.
Mark? Thumbs up for Nails. Okay. Any thoughts why, really quick?
Pretty visceral. Everything they've been putting out recently has been impressive. I should review them at some point.
Okay. Fair enough. From Angel Martinez, Crazy 88. You guys are awesome.
Hey, that's Jared Alonji's band.
Don't know.
So I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah.
see.
I think Kill Bill, so.
Yeah, well, that's
Yeah,
what the inspiration was, of course.
Okay,
But,
yeah.
yeah, but thumbs up.
Awesome. Anything else you want to add? I don't know. Yeah.
I'm surprised none of you guys know who Jared Alonji is.
I know
Well,
the
I
name.
know who
Jared
Jared
Alonji
is.
is.
Oh, okay.
And I actually remember, I did spin Crazy 88's album last year. I just don't remember it.
Yeah.
I really don't. I don't
There's some good
know.
songs
It
on
just
there.
didn't stick for whatever reason.
Fair enough. From Kohler Wilcox. Hey guys, you touched on them here and there, but never in detail. Slipknot.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Here we go.
well, we kind of
We
touched
talked
on that
just
in the
briefly
verses.
about this. We'll keep this quick again.
Yeah, just-
Slipknot.
yeah.
1, 2. I think we did this on a previous one. We'll do this very
We
quick.
did.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
I mean, this should be
Yeah.
pretty.
It was 3-1. I
Yeah,
remember this too.
yeah.
I'm
Yep.
a huge fan.
Me too.
Same.
And
Um,
Mark's not. It's just not for him. And you know what? Fine.
It's not for me. When I
Yeah.
eventually review it, I heard somebody say the maggots will come after me. Yeah, I'll be ready for it.
Okay, fair
Yeah.
enough.
You guys are
The
not
new
gonna
album
like
comes
what I
out
have to
August
say.
9th, so we'll find out.
We are not
and
your
that'll-
kind.
Exactly. And well, I guess that'll be a good way for us to like really talk more in detail. So, sorry, thank you for that. From Goku Sun DBC. Out of curiosity, have any of you guys ever listened to the UK band Silverchair?
Yes.
Yes.
I thought they were
well,
Australian.
They're an
were
Australian
Australian.
band.
Yeah, I was about to say not UK, Australian.
Yeah, they're Australian.
Yeah, I thought they were like teenagers in Australia too, back in the.
Yeah,
Right.
when they started out,
Yeah.
they were 16 years old.
But
Yeah,
yeah, thumbs up
around
on
94.
Silverchair for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah,
Hard.
thumbs up
Yeah.
for me.
Sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Okay. Okay, Alice in Chains, or from Amarath Zizani, Alice in Chains with Lane versus Nirvana.
Oh.
So 90s
Okay.
Alice in Chains versus Nirvana.
Yeah, 90s
that's
Alice in
tough.
Chains
Okay.
versus
It is
Nirvana.
tough.
That's tough.
Again, not fair. Not fair.
no,
I
not
could
fair.
probably do that.
All right.
I'm ready.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alice in Chains with Lane. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah,
only one?
damn you
Okay.
for making me not put my
Yeah.
thumb up.
I know.
but
I would love
I
to
know.
put my.
I would
thumb up.
love to put my thumb up here.
I know, that's a hard one.
90s
Alright.
Alice in
And then you
Chains.
3 for Nirvana, correct?
For Nirvana.
Nirvana.
Put 'em up
So-
against
Okay.
Nirvana.
Come on.
I know. I
Come
agree.
on.
Hey, I agree. You will never hear me badmouth Nirvana. Don't ever get that twisted either. It's just I do put the music with Lane because of Lane and Jerry, and that's just me.
Yeah.
That is personal bias on the point of personal bias can
Oh.
get. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I
mean,
get you there.
yeah.
absolutely.
They're
Okay.
on the same tier.
Yes.
Same
Sure.
tier.
Yes.
Absolutely same.
That top
Yes.
tier too. Yeah.
Jar of Flies EP is classic.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Still one of the best EPs ever.
Oh sure,
It was
sure.
the best-selling EP ever, if I'm correct. It was the
Yeah.
first one to get
Yeah.
number 1.
Yeah,
For a long
yeah.
time, it
Yeah.
was. It held the record, and it deserved it.
Yeah. From the Doctor of Hugonomics, we'll do like 3 or 4 more. Alice in
Okay.
Chains versus Soundgarden to end a rocked Discord debate. So in my Discord, there's a big debate of Alice in Chains versus Soundgarden. So
Ooh,
Okay.
those two.
Okay.
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 You guys
All
have an
right.
opinion? Okay.
Sure.
I do.
Okay. Alice in Chains. 1, 2, 3.
Again, this is
I'm really
I'm
sorry.
torn, too.
hard.
I'm really sorry. It makes
Yeah,
it look like I don't
that's
like
rough.
Alice in Chains.
I know.
I completely understand.
Okay. And Soundgarden. 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
See, yeah.
We're split. That's a
Yeah.
hard.
Sophie's
that
choice.
is-
Sophie's
yeah, that is a
choice.
hard decision, guys.
I
Come
just
on
love
now.
Chris's voice so
Yeah.
much.
Yeah,
And I love the music too. Don't
Yeah.
get me wrong.
I
Oh
think
yeah,
it's-
absolutely.
Yeah, but I can't. It's something I want to defend why I think Soundgarden's so great, but I can't say a bad thing about why they're better than Alice in Chains. It's so hard.
Yeah.
And
it's the
from our
opposite for you
side,
guys.
and from
Yeah.
say Alice in Chains was better than Soundgarden because, well,
I mean, they both have
Dirt.
different things that they bring
Yeah,
to the
They
table.
are different bands.
and-
Yeah.
They sing different ways. Their lyric, everything. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a hard one to do quickly. So But yeah,
Very
Yeah.
hard.
sorry we
Yeah.
couldn't. Sorry we couldn't end your debate.
We couldn't
We're
even
split
solve the
too.
debate.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Oh.
guys.
God,
From
we're
the
just
doctor-
letting
okay.
everybody down.
Yeah, from the Doctor of Hugonomics, Sid Barrett.
Okay.
Oh.
The solo
I'm
stuff.
The
Oh, the
solo
solo?
stuff, I guess.
Oh yeah, from
I
Pink
can't
Floyd.
really comment on the solo. I haven't heard a lot of his.
I haven't either. Like, because when I think of Sid, I think, Shine On You.
Yeah.
Or before Shine On You Crazy Diamond, but.
Yeah.
So, do you guys have
I
an opinion,
have heard
or-
the solo stuff and tentative thumbs up.
Okay.
It's an acquired taste.
I can understand why.
Okay. From Houston Fob to Forever, a free super chat. Thank you, Houston. From Outright Misfit, Bush versus Fuel.
Oh, this is easy for
Neither?
me. This is easy.
Okay.
The
I have a choice.
Okay.
The
All
filler bands of the 90s. Okay. Outright Misfit. Okay, for Bush. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Fuel.
Interesting.
1, 2, 3.
I'm giving it to Fuel.
I give it to
Yeah.
Fuel.
For some
Me
Just
too.
for
They were more
Sunburn
tolerable
and even
consistently.
some of
Sunburn?
Something Like Human.
Something
Some
like
of
Human.
it.
Yeah, something like Human. I still have kind of a soft spot for something like Human. They've
1.5
aged
Yeah.
not great, but
Yeah, so like 1.5 albums from Fuel versus 1 album from Bush. Anything else?
I don't know. I don't
16
even think
Stones,
16
okay, from Bush.
16 Stones.
Yeah,
did
that's
what
the
it
one I'm
needed to
talking about,
do.
the
There
one
are
with
better
Bush,
hooks on
yeah.
16 Stones.
That's the
Yeah.
one. So that's what I was
it didn't
talking
hold.
about.
It didn't hold up as well for me the last time.
Neither album
I
held
don't
up.
Okay, this will be the last one. Thank you so much for all the super chats. We've gone way too long. I've kept these guys up way too late. There will be.
Is
an
it
Excel
from
sheet.
somebody that we didn't answer at all?
Let's do that. Let's do that. Some-
Like, yeah,
Pick
yeah.
one from somebody
Ooh,
that
that's.
didn't-
I'm glad you said that. Okay, we'll do 2 more that way. Okay, final 2,
Okay,
and it's from
good,
2
good,
people we
good,
haven't
good.
said. Thank you.
Yeah.
From JT Loves Code Lyoko. Wow, that's a name. The 1975 versus Pale Waves.
Oh,
come
damn it!
on.
You
Damn
wanted
it!
a, you wanted
Damn
one.
it!
Crash,
and
you
there
son
you
of a
go.
bitch.
You are gonna. These guys are gonna eat me alive. Why
Well,
would you?
all right, good gentlemen. You have opinions, clearly. The
I do.
1975. 1, 2, 3.
You know what? Fine. 1975.
Yeah.
I'll give it,
Yeah.
but I have thoughts. I have
I do
stuff I want
too.
to say.
I do too. And the Pale
Have you
Waves.
heard stuff about the new
Wait,
album
it-
dropping?
Yes, this
well,
fall.
It is
This
this
fall?
fall for sure.
Yeah,
'cause
no,
they-
it's on a
Notes
they
on a
got-
conditional
they
form.
went
First
dead
single out in
quiet about
August.
it.
Okay,
They
finally.
They went dead quiet about that for months after.
They kind of
yeah.
had to be. They were. I think they saw the reception.
Yeah,
shit,
the-
we
There
need
were
to turn
some
this around.
singles in there that were worth hearing, and that's it.
It was a mixed last album.
Yes, mixed
Yes,
is a polite
it was
way to put
very
it. Yes.
lackluster.
Why
Very
did what I
lackluster.
don't understand is why did the mainstream critics act like this was like the best thing that they had ever done
I
all
saw
of a
some of
sudden?
that.
I
Yeah,
have no
holy
idea.
We
shit,
talk
what
about
the hell was up
Pitchfork
with
getting
that
crap
metaphor?
reviews, but like
Right.
there's so many other outlets saying this,
And they're gonna praise this one
is
out of the-
echelon of 1975. No, it's not.
That baffled
A
me.
lot of
Yeah.
people were posting Pitchfork reviews for this album. What the hell were you?
What
baffled
was
me.
my mind? Well, here's the thing. You know what, Crash? You brought this up in the Pitchfork video. I think they're looking for a replacement for Radiohead.
See, yeah,
not doing it
yeah.
this way.
And especially since that last album, it touched
So
in some
hard.
a
Radiohead
lot of
territory.
commentary, social
It
commentary
totally
back in
did.
there and stuff.
But it was
And
very,
yeah.
it was very
Good songs
ham-fisted.
on it. I'll say
No,
that.
there
but-
are good
Yeah,
few
no.
singles on it, but like,
Yeah,
it just was
no.
not enough.
This
It was
is not their
enough.
OK computer. If this is
No.
their OK computer,
God,
they
no.
have a very dire.
No, and I love this band, and I haven't been coming back to the full album much at all. And I
Yeah.
Like It When You Sleep was my album of the year 2016, so that
Well,
should say something.
I love
Yeah.
the debut album, but the self-titled.
Yeah, it's
I-
So
self-titled.
did
Title's
I.
great, too.
So did I. Yeah. Oh,
So
yeah.
so how
absolutely.
does Pale Waves die in the Rock Coliseum? That's sad.
Man.
And they're already too
Man,
sad
I'm
for
gonna-
us
you know
to
what?
do
Kill- you know-
anything.
They die, but then they become undead, and then they come back, and
As
they
a
stick
cover
around.
band? Oh.
You know what? I'm gonna. You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna step in. Kill me instead. I'll take.
Oh,
No.
Yeah, no, 'cause-
You can't take
No,
proxy
No,
deaths.
we talked
No.
about this.
I refuse.
No.
We aren't telling you,
I'm
Crash.
sorry.
You voted for the
loved-
death
my
on
mind
Pale
makes-
Waves,
my
just like the
mind
rest
makes-
of us.
My mind makes noises. Made my album of the year list, and I stick by it. God damn it! I love that album. I don't. The
Eh.
problem with Pale Waves is y'all.
The problem is that they're
okay.
a 1975 cover band.
Man.
Like,
John is dropping bombs right now tonight.
I can't drop my mic because it'll spike again, but there.
Is that deodorant?
It's my
Because your opinion
little
stinks.
water bottle.
Oh, John. You transcended dad jokes with that. How dare you?
That's
Last one.
Yeah, you know what? Never mind. That pun killed me. So there we go. What's our last one, Luke?
From Rat Tail Tony. Thank you guys again for all the rest. We'll get the Excel sheet going tomorrow.
Thank you so much.
Glam era Pantera versus late era Linkin Park. 1,000 Suns, Living Things, One More Light. So early Pantera when they were wearing the spandex and silver against late era Linkin Park.
That's really
That's weird. That's a
How
weird.
would you like it if
That
someone
is
took the worst side of you and put that on Spotlight and compared it to something else? Come on.
Oh, this is easy for me.
I know it's easy for me too.
Yeah, I mean, this is easy for me,
Mark,
too.
I know.
Yeah,
It's
I know
gross
what I'm
though. It's still awful. Okay, glam era Pantera. 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
Come on.
Late era Linkin Park.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
If only
Thousand Sounds
because,
is more
if
than
only-
It's my favorite
because-
Linkin Park album.
if only if only because late era Linkin Park includes the hunting party.
Oh,
Yes.
Hello.
Hell yeah.
I
that
think
album
I'm the one
rules.
that didn't even like a lot of Linkin era. I love Linkin Park. I didn't even like a lot of the late era Linkin Park. I still put it over glam era Pantera.
Pantera?
Are you kidding me?
Glam Terra? Really? Come on.
Nobody
dude.
liked that.
Yeah.
No.
Pantera didn't even like
Pantera
that.
liked that.
They didn't even like that.
even they didn't like that. You notice he didn't stay Diamond Dave for very long, right?
Thank God.
Diamond Daryl.
Diamond
Excuse me.
Daryl.
Diamond Dave is another guy.
So bad. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Rock Coliseum, and we survived somehow.
Y'all crazy. I'm
Yeah,
just
y'all
gonna put that
are
right
You
now.
guys
Right,
gave
Bobo.
some of the
Y'all-
best suggestions we've had since we've been doing this by
I
far.
would agree.
This
Yeah,
was
absolutely.
probably the
Y'all are
best.
beautiful.
This was the best conversation we had back and forth about a lot of these. So thank you very much. Thank
absolutely.
you for all the super chats. We will get to the remaining super chats tomorrow when I compile the list to get it to these guys. Thank you so much for being a part of this chat. We have had well over 250 people consistently in the chat room this entire time.
Again, thank you
Thank
very
you
much.
so
Thank
much.
you for
We
spending
love
your
to-
Wednesday.
Very
I
appreciated.
know. We love doing this. We love doing this with you guys too.
Absolutely.
Before we go, I want all these guys to plug what they have coming again. So, John, what do you have coming on your channel? And you, by the way, you can find all three of these men's channel on the YouTube card in the description below. Please subscribe to them. John, what do you have coming down the road for you?
So in the next couple of weeks, you can expect Sum 41 ranked because I do discography rankings, as I'm sure a lot of you know. So Sum 41 worst to best is coming in the next week. I'm also doing a video on underrated Sum 41 songs. I've got worst live musical acts, like not just bands, but like artists and bands. That's for this week's 7 on Sunday. Some other reviews of current stuff, of course, as always. And I'm working on a video essay about Jack White.
Awesome. Crash,
Very nice.
what do you have coming down the road for you?
For me, the next big project is the Fimi big video. So I'll be taking a bunch of requests for stuff I missed throughout the year. And we'll be doing like rapid fire reviews on that here soon. Like I say, the tier to requests for that are currently open. It's $10. It's a $10 pledge on my Patreon to join the server, the private Discord server, to make that request. But yeah, I will be working on the next Fimi collection. If you want to head over to patreon.com/rockcritic, and if you want to drop in a pledge and join the server, we have a lot of fun too over there, goofing around and posting memes and doing stupid shit. But yeah, if you want to jump in, that's a one-time pledge, and you could potentially see an album you want to see reviewed in the next Fimi. So
Awesome.
feel free to jump on over there if you like.
Mark, what do you have coming down the road on your channel?
Lots coming up. A new episode of Resonator should be dropping a week or so on the debut album MF Doom. I've got a Flaming Lips review that's going to be dropping in the next half hour to hour. It's going to be coming out. Top 10 worst hit songs of 2012. Two Mold review coming up very soon. And I will also be at Con Bravo this upcoming weekend. So if any of you guys are there, come over, say hi. I'm the really tall guy, and I'll probably be hanging out with Nash and the rest of that group over there. That'll be a lot of fun.
Very cool. Also, on the Rock's channel that you're watching right now, coming up at the end by the end of this month, I will have a video on 10 crazy onstage meltdowns. I already have it written out and the audio recorded. Hoping to get that soon. There are some wild ones, and they are ridiculous. Please subscribe to the podcast channel. I'll put a link for it down below as well. I have some of these gentlemen on the podcast episodes. I just had a great one with Pushing Up Roses talking about some of our favorite front women in rock, which is awesome. And we talked about the big Metallica scandal with Live Nation and all that disaster in the latest podcast episode too. Also, finally, next month, Regretting the Past. I'm letting my patrons decide that one on a narrowed down list of 3. Pray for me, because I hate it, but I'm going to have to do it anyway.
You're going to need it.
Yeah,
You're really going to need it.
Finally, thank you guys. John, Mark, Crash, thank you guys again for coming on the channel to help do this. Finally, before we sign off and say goodbye to everyone, I still don't remember what Scott Stapp sounds like. I just can't keep it in my head. Does anyone else remember what it's like?
No,
Are you
I didn't hear it.
sure you want that?
maybe what does he sound like with the mic at a safe distance?
Are you sure you want that?
Scott Stapp sounds like... Oh, man. Can you remind me?
When you are well, I'm free. I'm calm. I believe my sacrifice. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, tell me you're cutting off somewhere there.
No,
Oh, you
because
cut-
you cut out a couple times, so that's why I kept it going. So I tell you what, as we all wave goodbye, at a safe distance so you're not clipping the audio, what does Scott Stapp sound like? Bye, everyone. Thank you so much. We love you. We'll see you next
Bye,
time.
everyone.
Crash, what does
Bye.
Scott Stapp sound like?
This is not about sex. Everyone sing along. Sex! There it is. See, I got you guys in on it for change. There you go.
Yeah.
Hi.